I was entering a text. I zoned out for a second there. What were you saying?
Hi, Marek.
Hello.
So I'm gonna be partaking in a game jam, JT. That's what I was talking about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. How's everybody doing? Well, I can't exactly say that now because everybody's talking about like functions, I guess, or whatchamacallit, things they're a part of.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm doing all right and shit.
That's good.
You know,
JT, how are you doing?
All things considered, well enough.
That's good. That's good. How do I start today's stream? Also, look, if you heard me yesterday, I was sounding a lot more sicker than I am now. I tell you, I kicked cold's asses. I do everything that you're not supposed to. I feed a cold, you starve a fever. But still, no, like seriously though, I know how to take care of colds and whatnot, so I actually feel a lot better right now than I would like yesterday, for example. But yeah, where do we start off tonight? Like,
That's a good question.
because I know you got everything going on. I have some exciting news myself, a little bit.
Oh shit, let's start with that.
I entered like a small writing challenge thing, and my story got accepted.
Hell yeah.
And the prize is the number one prize is $20,000.
Holy shit.
It's not like it's not the greatest, but it's cool nonetheless. You know what I mean?
That still is a pretty penny.
I know. I'm not like whatchamacallit. I'm like, yeah, this is in the bag. I'm just like, meh. I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring. Why not? I feel like,
hey, if you have a chance to get it, you have a chance to get it.
it would be funny if it would be kind of funny. Is this a green stump?
yeah.
Yeah.
Stump grump. Like I said, it would be funny if I did win, but I highly doubt it. Is the thing. But pretty cool. It was basically it was a story about a. Wait, what the hell? She has a trident? I thought she fights with her fists.
She does, but she can also use a couple other options as weaponry.
Alright, let's see what she's got, actually. Oh, she's not a formal party member yet, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I entered the writing contest. Basically, it was about writing a dystopia where... A dystopia that involves a golden heart-shaped locket. And I think I made my world across with, like, what I wrote, hopefully. I hope people will get it. That's basically really it. Like, you know what, the thing is, it's like, you guys know I'm not a competitive person, so I'm just like, eh. I did it.
If you win, you win. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I tried. That's it. Well, you gotta give a shit about winning. Nah, I just kind of like.
It's not about winning. It's about It's about just throwing your hands.
It's not about winning. It's about having fun.
Well, I wouldn't say writing in like a very closed thing is like fun, but I can tell you this: it came to me in a dream. So I was like, yeah, I think I got this. I know what I want to do for this. And I wrote it, and I'm like, I like it, but I feel like it sucks, but I don't know.
That's how most people view their writing.
I feel like all my stories suck.
That's how most people view their writing.
Even you?
I guess. I'll look back at like a strip I did like early in the beginning, and I go, oh god, no. and then I'll look at what I did last week, and I'll be like, oh God, no!
Is this on the level of if somebody draws your character's NSFW?
Oh God, no. This day
Oh, hey, 2 metal slimes.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's an orc?
I'm an orc.
Supposed to call him like an oink orc or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't come up with a pun for every enemy. So I got a question to ask you, JT. So have you finally gone to a IHOP?
All of my life meant no, I haven't.
Now, I have a story to tell you.
Oh, good.
So I went to an IHOP last Wednesday, and that was like the catalyst for how I got this cold. But let me explain something to you, JT. I went there specifically to dunk on you and order some Cinnabon pancakes because you never got a chance to have the Cinnamonians and whatnot, right?
Rude as fuck, but alright.
And I was gonna, like, you know, come here tonight and be like, yo, I had the Cinnabon pancakes, JT. Did you finally get to IHOP? But I have some very, 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 very sad news for you, JT.
Oh no.
They discontinued the Cinnabon pancakes.
So, you got my hopes up for nothing.
They discontinued them as of 2017. So, JT, you missed your chance.
I never had. I have been living a lie.
You've missed your chance. Unless you had the Cinnabon pancakes before.
I haven't.
Well, missed your chance, dude.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
I was actually like upset. I'm like, oh, this is the only reason why I wanted to come here. They don't even have their donuts anymore. IHOP's like a fucking shadow of its former self, man. Like,
Wow.
yeah, apparently, like they have like Mexican food in there now.
No.
Yeah. They went from selling burgers, now they have like burritos and like they have like burritos, they have tacos. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit.
Let's see.
This music does not
Oh
fit.
no.
This music does not fit this.
So I was right. I had suspected it would take more than a mere fall to put pay to the darkspawn.
No fucking shit.
Sir Hendrik.
Can it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess? To see you alive and well, you cannot imagine how much this pleases me. But should you choose to continue to side with the Child of Darkness, you may not live for much longer.
Look, I know how you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? But you don't understand how important this is. Please, you have to let us go.
You would ask a sworn knight of Heliodor to disobey the orders of his king? You have been away from home too long, girl.
Not long enough for the years to have changed you. Still loyal to a fault. I wish it didn't have to come to this. But it has. Yeah!
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 Oh, shit.
Impressive,
Nice.
Princess. The spirited young
Oh.
girl of old has grown into quite the
Well,
warrior.
you know,
maiden.
the legs were in just the right spot. You know, the
Oh,
skirt
please.
was
I'm not a
defying
child
gravity.
anymore.
You know,
It'll take more than a pat on the head to distract me.
sorry, I've been making.
I was literally about to say at the end of this cutscene, this was the first cutscene we'd have had like a fucking conversation over in the longest while.
Well, Jesus. That feels
And what will
unnecessary.
it take to convince you that I am deadly
Like-
serious? That if you stand on the side of the dark spawn, I will have no choice but to destroy you.
Have you ever seen? Oh wait, I don't think JT's ever played or seen the game Two Worlds 2.
Hendrik!
I've seen it, have not
Princess.
played it.
I'm sorry.
Did you ever see the intro cutscene of Two Worlds 2?
Not in forever.
There's like this epic sword fight
Get on.
between like. There's like an epic sword fight
Now
between
hold on
like
tight.
one of the main characters and like the villain's like right hand, and it's like fucking over the top.
Princess.
We're just
what
talking
have
about
you
how like
become?
it unnecessary it is to slide under someone while they're on horseback.
Do you know what happens in the Two Worlds? Well, there's nothing on horseback in the Two Worlds 2 sword fight. The guy just like does like a super jump over the other guy. So everybody's just here? Wow.
They were waiting for you, I guess.
Look!
I kind of get it.
There you both are. And in one piece.
Ziggs, are
too.
you there?
You think
I'm
that
still here.
Just
you
about.
think they'd have to like
No
run
thanks to
away or
Hendrik
something
and
with all the
his men.
knights and shit on the hunt for them?
So it was
I mean,
all
they're
the
realistically going
Hendrik,
for the
was it?
luminary, so like.
I thought it might be. I would have liked a
Not
wee work with the
co-conspirators who try to
rascal,
help the
but
luminary.
I doubt he'd have told us much.
You think they'd be?
Well, if even he's out for your
I just
blood,
realized her
the
belt is
forces
kind of
evil must have
unnecessary.
a stronger hold in Heliodor than ever. It wouldn't be the first time a
I mean, that whole like
once glorious
lower
kingdom had been brought
like
low by
skirt area is
monstrous
kind of
powers, you
unnecessary,
know.
but like I don't know, it looks good.
Many years ago,
And I'll just have it be like one
a
piece.
dastardly fiend destroyed an entire empire
And then
with
have
his
a belt
wicked
talking about-
ways.
We already did the pirate
Legendary
area,
evil
Nick.
named
Okay, you can shut up now. No, but seriously though.
Mordegon.
No, but like have it be like a
His
fucking like
story is all but forgotten these
like
days.
a sort of coat.
I had
Have
to
the
tramp
green
halfway
top
around
connect to the
world just
green
learn
bottom,
his name.
and then there you go. Just have a belt around it
more
all,
I find
so that
out
it does
about
like that
him,
effect.
the more I'm convinced.
I
he's
like
the
it. I
one
like the
behind
two piece.
all
It makes
this.
her. It gives her
Thunderous
some coverage
Elves,
around the
the
leg while
troubles in
still being
Heliodor.
like.
Everything.
It
revealing
exposes
is
her
the right
midriff.
word.
You just
Which is why you're going to
will,
have to
like-
stop him, laddie. The fate
That's
of the
what I'm looking
whole
for.
world depends on
Without
it.
being form constrictive.
You're
Because
the
she is a martial
luminary,
artist.
after
She has to
all.
be able to have
You
as
were
much like
born
free
to
movement
defeat
of
the
her
Dark
body as
One.
possible. So typically,
You'd be
like
more than foolish
as
to face him
little-
unprepared.
as little like
He's a master
form,
of darkness,
like
the like of which the
restricting
world has
clothes.
never
There's a better word
seen.
for that. I'm forgetting it though.
so then don't have
Um,
sleeves. Just have it
Then
be
we
like
must
that.
make our
Just
way
like
to
have a piece that
Yggdrasil as
connects
soon
like
as we
the
can.
stomach
Like
to
she
the
already
Legends of our
basically
warriors
doesn't
tell of the
have
means of
sleeves.
fighting
Like
the
that's
darkness
not the
that
problem
can only
here.
be found there. Veronica,
Like
that must be why we're
it
supposed
also
to
has
take
to be like
you there,
you know
mustn't it?
bending backwards to dodge a blow
Here you
or
are,
like
laddie.
move your
It's
like
yours
twist
at
around
last. You'll
the
be
hips.
needing it
the,
if you're
the,
to make your way to the world tree.
You know, I get it. I
If
get what
anyone
you're saying.
can get this old stick to show us the way, it's you.
This man's just giving you
Lead
a
on,
stick.
luminary.
That's the whatchamacallit that we've been looking for, the MacGuffin, right? The rainbow.
Ish.
Well, can you see anything?
Now I understand why it's called the rainbow. It's a stupid pun. Because it's literally
Yeah.
a bow.
Don't tell me it's a dud. If that Noah sent us in a wild goose chase, I'll throttle him. He could have told us it didn't work before we wasted a zillion hours chasing it halfway across the world.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions.
This is.
Why don't
She's
Jade and I
representing
join
every,
you, and we'll
like-
see if we can't make our way a bit closer to Yggdrasil and try
Every
again.
JRPG player when they get the MacGuffin
We'll
finally.
not give you any bother.
Oh yeah.
I promise.
Just call him Grandpa at this point. Grandpa and Jade join the party.
That's fair.
Everybody's just staring at the camera. Okay, move on.
Basically.
So yeah,
Yo, he is stroking that mustache though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yes. But anyway, yeah, so they now have, like, Mexican food on the menu, and I don't know why. I've never seen... Then again, I haven't had TV in a long time, so I've not seen any ads for IHOP.
He was in a commercial being like, try our new pancake-arito. We now fillet pancakes with fluffy rice and beans.
That's the thing, though, like... They made the whole... Remember when they were, like, making the joke, like, aha, we're IHOP now, get it? Haha. We flipped the P upside down. We flipped the P. We put an extra... And they made
Hey, the branch.
They made,
it's-
like, stupid people think they were changing the name just for hamburgers.
Right.
Like, I remember that being a thing, and... Ooh, pretty. Ah, yes, we gotta gather up the pearls.
Right.
Oh, darlings, did
Pop
you
quiz.
see
You
it?
remember?
It was so pretty.
Who remembers the name of that tree?
A sort of
Yggdrasil.
platform floating in the sky.
Do you have a guess,
And
Siggs?
6 coloured orbs.
All right. You both pass.
I think I
Pop
understand.
quiz. What's my
We
name?
need to find the orbs and take them to the platform, and then
I
the
think he
path to
expects his
Yggdrasil will
full name.
appear.
You know what? We're live. I'll
Maybe
accept
trekking
JT.
halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't such a waste of time after all.
Normally, whenever I love like so JT is an abbreviation of my
And we've
actual
already
first
got
name,
one of
but
the orbs we need
it's
too.
it's a long
I knew
first name,
swiping
so
this
I
thing
just go
from the
by
castle was the
JT.
best idea I
But
ever
one of my
had.
favorite things to do is like, I'll go up to a friend that I've known for like a month,
had
and
my
I'll be
own
like,
plans for
"Go
it.
on, what's
But
my
this is way more
name?"
important.
Whatever you
They'll be
say.
like,
yours
Jake,
now.
Whatever you say.
Did you just say my full name on stream? You didn't even get my full name right.
Our prize from the tournament.
What
Lucky
the
we didn't
fuck?
sell it in the end, eh?
I'm not okay with that. God
And there
damn.
I was, all set to swap it for a few piffling
Well, you
trinkets
are my
for the
name in
road.
the fucking
It's yours now,
actual
though,
like.
laddie.
For the record, it's John, not Jonathan. There's nothing a thin about me. Second of all,
Now, it looked like that
Ziggs, you're the one who
platform
edits
we
these,
saw
right? Can
was
you like
located
bleep
right
out my
under
name?
Yggdrasil.
No, the,
That means it must be somewhere deep inside the first forest. So, we
Like,
know
I'm
where we have
actually,
to go.
like,
We just need to find the other 4 orbs first.
I could.
But where in the world would we even begin to look?
Who's gonna like watch this anyway? Really?
Orbs.
I know, but like I don't know. I'm not
Ooh,
like.
I do remember a fairy tale about a
Do you-
I don't know.
giant
I'm not
pearl
too comfy with
sinking
it.
to the
if that
bottom
makes-
of
if
the
that's-
ocean.
If that's all right.
You don't have any social media, right?
Remember the details, though.
I mean, I have my comic, and I'm using a.
Well,
I'm using
if we don't
a.
have any real
But you go by your
photos,
screen.
we'll just have
But
to
you
head
go
out
by
into
your
the
screen
world
name,
and find
so.
some.
Right, but this stream is literally the
You're
only
not
place
wrong
on the
there.
internet that
In
can
which
connect.
case, let's head for
me
Puerto Valor.
with
we
the
can get
comic.
out into the open ocean from there.
It's off to the northwest of Gondolia.
How
Fairly
though?
straightfortable voyage. if you
Because
ask
I keep
me.
saying, "Hey guys, every week
And you'll
check
be
out my
pleased to
comic."
hear that I'm friends with Don Rodrigo,
True.
the big man over that way.
True.
I'm sure
But
he'll
who's gonna
open the
come
sea
after?
gates
Like,
for
what's
us.
gonna happen? Or like, like.
Well, I don't know what's
I don't
gonna
know.
happen. I just don't want to get like doxxed or some bullshit. It's like if
Right
I
then,
like
let's
I
get
say
moving,
something
shall
big
we?
in a comic and
The
people
sooner
are
we
like,
get
"I
our
don't
hands
like
on
that.
those
What's
orbs,
this, man?
the
Social
sooner we
security
can make our
number?"
way up to Yggdrasil.
Well,
Like you gotta be paranoid on the internet and bullshit
well,
like that.
if it makes you, I'll email it to Zig and he can like do something about. I don't know. I'll email it to Zig after the.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that.
Yeah. And I honestly didn't think it would bother you that much. I just want to like fuck around.
No, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good. I remember a buddy of mine, he tried to start up a YouTube channel and like we were playing Risk of Rain before it, and he was just like, "This is my buddy, insert my full name here." And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Let me try the intro again." And I'm like, "Yeah, you better."
Then he uploads the video anyway.
My audio came out quiet on his end for some reason. I've never like. How do I guess I can't really tell how I sound on the stream because I'm currently talking the words. But like,
you can always just talk and then like, turn the audio on the stream and then boom.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'll still sound different. I need to watch the recording of the stream, to like really hear it. But he was literally just like, hi, this is my friend, insert full name here, and I was like, what the actual? And he was like, let me try that again.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not expect. I thought it was just gonna be like a good, you know.
No, like you're good. It's just like.
Anyone see my haircut?
I did not actually. Oh.
Yeah, I saw it in general. You also sent me the you also sent me via DM, Mike. Oh yeah, JT. Another thing. There's a little surprise for if you ever want to talk like Drake again. When you have to use your channel points. I'm just not gonna.
God, hold on.
Oh no.
Spherical!
Oh my god. I don't know whether I should let you know or you figure it out on your own. But there's a chance that you probably never talk as Drake again.
Why?
Wait, yeah, you put it in general. Oh. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Why can I? Hold on. Hold on. Why can I never speak as Drake again?
No, I meant like if you like. I meant it as if you like. I say like. You get what I mean, right? I say like if you've never spoken as if you stop if you. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not saying you have to stop speaking as Drake. I'm saying is that if you stop speaking as Drake.
If you ever get tired of doing the Drake thing.
Yeah.
You have,
like I never know what's gonna happen. So it's like, do I let you know what's in the points?
For the good guys.
Do I let you know what's in the points? Also, thank you for the bits, Mike. I forgot. Does it hurt the show?
You know what? I haven't. Let's test out this. Let's do it. Redeem bottle caps. I redeemed 10 bottle caps. What did that do? What did that do?
Did the sound play?
I think. Wait, hold on. Let me
the game might be too loud, maybe.
Oh, maybe. All right, hold on. Let's test a different one.
There we go. Yeah. I think it was too loud to hear. I heard a little ching, so I'm like, oh, maybe you played.
You begin the Ghostbusters.
Well, this isn't good.
Pocket sand.
Oh,
there it is.
fuck.
Oh, I heard pocket sand.
Yep. I heard the everything though.
Thank you.
There,
It's working.
Now
It's working. But yeah. You have only given me more power. Oh no. It's like, yeah, whatever. At this point, it's there for people to use. I'm not even complaining about it. It's just like, eh. At this point, have a salt tablet.
Bless. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Fucking hell, she killed a... She took out the whatchamacallit. But yeah, like, whatchamacallit. I don't know why, but now IHOP, it's like we got tacos and burritos, and I'm like... It's weird, because it's just like, they were like, oh yeah, IHOP, like, come on guys, we got burgers. And that was like a year or two, right?
That was, I think, no,
that was like 3 years ago.
2020 and 2021 kind of blurred together. and half of like 2019 to some extent. So I get it, but like it's been like 3-ish, 4-ish years now.
Yeah.
So that wasn't, so basically I'm the stupid one. So I was wrong about like them being new with that stupid burger thing.
I can't believe I still can't believe I live near a. I should at least ask. Maybe there's a chance that like
they got rid of a lot of shit.
Mine.
They got rid of a lot of shit. Like they had like a potato like cheese soup that they got rid of, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, like
they barely have the burgers left. Their food has just gone downhill. I don't know if it's like, you know, because of the pandemic in general. Like it was just kind of like meh. When I went there. Yeah.
But like, here's my question though. Why like, what like? I feel like IHOP is going in the wrong direction for its for like what kind of food it's adding to the thing. I feel like they should be going more towards like being a chain diner rather than adding fucking Mexican food. By the way, do you want to try out the 2 new characters?
What does Rab have?
He's like a middle ground between Serena and Veronica.
What a good varied party is the thing, so...
You could get away with adding in Rab and removing Serena.
I know, because she's good. I don't want to put the 2 new party members together at once, because it seems a little like, oh, I'm replacing everybody, you know what I mean? How many more party members do we even get, exactly?
I think you'll get 1 more.
Really? Okay, so this is gonna be interesting by the time we get them. All right, let's see what let's see what Jade is.
Yeah, we got a lot of points here. So Jade is, like I said, the monk. Couple weapon options here. So you know how wanna know a fun fact on how they kind of fucked up the fisticuffs tree with her?
How?
So normally in previous Dragon Quest games, the fisticuffs tree is like you only get the benefits while not wielding a weapon. That doesn't happen here. You can wield a weapon and still get every benefit from this tree.
Well then.
So like, why not wield a weapon? You know?
Ooh. But nah, it's cooler when you fight with your fists.
It is, but Jade also gets claws, which is like pretty damn close. The other weapon of choice she gets are spears. One's for more like one's a bit better for playing her more agile and dodge tanky, which that was being the claws, and the other one's being better for playing her more aggressive and kill a bitchy.
The other thing is like whatchamacallit. Having the claws would be like a little bit, I don't know. Just having her have like weapons is good, but at the same time it's like a little bit of equipment that I don't have to worry about as a thing. Also, she looks very strange as a static model here. I don't know what's off about this.
She looks like a figurine.
Yeah, right? She's just missing the seams.
Yeah.
She's like moving. It's like the move when you're spinning her around and whatnot.
Yeah. So canonically, she does use that spear though, but like, there's nothing wrong with the claws.
So he has his own.
Rab uses, ironically enough, despite having a cane, he does canonically use spears, as we saw in the intro. However, the claws are effectively if you want him to have some like with Veronica's whips or Veronica's whips or Serena's spear. Here, the claws are there if you want them to have a melee option. However, canes are his go-to. I will use magic because I am a magic class option.
Yeah.
So I assume the heavy wand is The cane,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Increases magical mending.
Mending is a power of recovery spells. I'm going to kill my friend. He knows what I do on Tuesday.
I'm gonna kill my
friend. He knows what I do on Tuesday.
I'm gonna kill my friend. I feel like we lost a lot of, like, points there for some reason.
Probably because, like, a lot of those were a bit more expensive-y.
Yeah, kinda, I guess. I don't know. MP recovery after battle. Ooh, dual wield. Weapon to be equipped in the left hand as well as the right. Ooh, so double the ones.
Double the one. Or you could be a real badass and a spear in one hand and a wand in the other if you really want to go down that route.
Wait, you can actually do that?
I'm not sure, but like, there's no shame in trying.
That is true. That is true.
Like, if you, like, you're probably gonna have a spear just around.
Yeah. So we got like, so far we got like an interesting party. So we got Grandpa. Is she your older sister?
Oh, you know, I don't think she's your older sister by blood.
That's how they get you, by blood.
Look, no, if they wanted the Luminary and Jade to fuck, they would be, because they have no shame in it. They like in Dragon Quest V, you actually have like you can like seduce and the whole plot thing, and you have kids with them and stuff like that.
So what you're literally telling me is sister wife.
No, not what I meant.
I didn't know we were getting into JT's coffee corner this early.
Oh, I mean, if you want to, because boy howdy, is this new game an interesting one.
Oh god. But anyway, back to IHOP.
Yeah, they need to be like just quit it with the Mexican food. Bring back the soup.
Bring back the donuts.
Be a diner.
Bring back the
soup.
Just
be like a breakfast-focused diner.
They stopped carrying soup in general. You know that, right?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You can't get any form of soup there. Like, their chicken tastes awful, by the way.
You know what? I don't agree with that fully. I like their chicken.
Dude, it's like that fucking... Alright, you go to like... Alright, I'm gonna be honest here. I said this. You go... when you go to like...
I'm sorry. I just had an ant on my keyboard and I just like... Sorry, continue.
It's about... It's not about like the chicken. It's more about like how the fuck they fry it. It's fried in some like really crappy like fry oil. Like what? I don't know what the fuck they do. I don't know what the fuck fry oil they use. They use some shit that's like either too heavy or too much of it or whatever. It's just soaked and you taste the oil and it's disgusting. It's like almost every... It's like the fucking like fried chicken in almost every like fast food joint that's not like Five Guys or surprisingly KFC.
I don't know. I don't mind a lot of fast food chicken. I could concede with IHOPs though, but I normally get the chicken and waffles there, so that'd be just enough like.
And I should say I've not seen the chicken and waffles when I went there, so.
No! The great Silvando They're taking everything from me!
So, I once again, I could be wrong. I probably wasn't looking too hard, because I was looking for the cinnamon pancakes.
They're taking everything from me.
I will post a comparison in general. Okay. Your haircut.
Oh.
They're stealing your, They're stealing your, thunder.
Let's go! They're stealing my life energy.
They're stealing... like... I don't know what to think.
that my will to live is being robbed.
Like, is it really though? Is the question?
Blow away!
I live like that's one of the few places. That's one of the few places I live near enough to walk to get food.
Do you really want to go check out? Do you really want to go check out IHOP now, or see if they still have those chicken and waffles? Or
what am I? If we didn't have D&D this Thursday, then yes.
you could literally just walk over like in the morning, get breakfast, try to get yourself some chicken and waffles.
So like, you know how I want to spend my morning? I mean, it's like I'd probably be going there for lunch because I wake up late anyway, and then I'll have to walk all the way back, and then like an hour.
I think I know how you spent your morning. Remember when we went to fucking whatchamacallit, the arcade for my birthday, and you weren't even ready?
What time was that?
I forgot. It was like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I was told it would be like noon, so I was still asleep. I had to like get dressed, get my wallet. Like
that was like the only time you didn't wear your trademark outfit.
I only really wear it to like school and such. I haven't worn my trademark outfit in because like I haven't gone on campus, you know.
As soon as I bring it up.
Oh god.
Fuck it, you're like a cartoon character, dude.
That's actually why I started doing the signature outfit thing.
Oh my god. I have a signature jacket! But a signature outfit is like going way too far.
Well, it's a signature outfit, more like jacket, bandana, and watches.
Oh, you're right, you have multiple watches. You wore the I remember you wore the bandana was the funny thing.
I love my bandanas.
You had Simon, yeah right, he had Simon Belmont Barbarian hair. Mike.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Another victory.
Mike,
let me
Mike,
look.
to be honest, you looked like a biker with the long ass hair, I'm not gonna lie. Imagine if I came to school looking like that, yeah. That would be funny.
That's a nice haircut, by the way.
Let me find it. Hold on.
It'd be funny if our film teacher saw that. You know, Mike, a little while ago, he told me that he grew his hair out, and I saw the picture, I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Oh god, hold on, if your hair that long, there's a streamer you look like. What's his name? What's his name? God damn it. Wayne Radio TV.
Hair down to your shoulder
The guy who did Half-Life VR.
Yeah.
I've never seen that dude's hair.
It's like
I keep going in reverse. But yeah, I've never seen that dude's hair. I only know about the Half-Life VR thing. The AI is
He's
self-aware.
also the guy who did the fridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There is no fridge.
I lied to you.
I didn't provide my Simon Belmont costume.
It's someone's persona with a gun. What's inside the fridge, Rain? There is no fridge. I lied to you.
Oh god.
The Simon Belmont costume. It was a red knight outfit with a short sword and a whip. Yeah, tear it down to your shoulder. It did work, and he got the bandana too, from what I remember. So, and the whip that you couldn't bring. Yeah, no, Mike came in his. It was Halloween. I was dressed up as like an RPG character, Gutton Kiesling from. Yeah, I just remember your Simon costume. You couldn't bring the whip because it's a weapon. It's treated as a weapon. Yeah. How can I forget? Like, that was a fun day. They had like a mini Halloween. They had like a mini Halloween rave at like the school.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I remember. I was in 4th grade, 3rd or 4th grade, and my elementary school had like a pageant. Like all the kindergartners would go and they'd walk outside and like they would show off their Halloween costumes and like their families would be like, "Aww," and like
I remember doing that for kindergarten as well. You know, we had like a little parade, and our parents came.
So as a 4th grader, I kind of was just there to watch because like, what else do you do in 4th grade besides not give a shit about kindergartners? And I remember I saw this clearly a kindergartner like bolt down the hallway in a Wario costume as the school like social worker.
You did bring it. You kept it in the bag.
Was oh god! But as the school social
my
worker
god! Imagine if they
was running full speed behind him. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Right. Sorry, continue.
Oh, the crucifix! The crucifix! Oh. Oh, I thought it was the whip. I was about to say, like, dude, you brought the fucking whip. You're lucky you didn't get like freaking searched or anything like that. Oh my god.
I brought like a fake weapon to school once.
Same with me. I brought a fake. When I went as Django Fett in kindergarten, I brought my fake blaster. Nobody said anything. It was the same crucifix 3 years ago that broke my mom's window. Pure stone. Oh jeez. Man, remember when you used to be able to bring toy weapons to freaking school?
Yeah. Must be a different location. I lived to live in shitty Queens.
I went to a Catholic kindergarten as Django Fett with a blaster pistol that was like, you know, obviously fake. It was Batman for 5 years.
Oh god.
My favorite was from kindergarten to 4th grade. I was back when I was like pre-K or some shit like that. I was pre-K. I was a pumpkin.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or no, like not a pumpkin. I was a pirate or some shit. I forgot. Like you know how in your formative years you're like discovering who you are and shit. And I think that definitely tells with like Halloween costumes.
Oh god. I remember the earliest Halloween. Earliest Halloween I remember I dressed up as an obscure Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Which card was it?
Oh god, I need to remember the name. It was a Beaver Warrior.
Oh my god.
I dressed up as I had like the sword, I had like the shield, I had like blue claw.
Please tell me there's a picture of this.
I'm sure there is, but they're not in my possession. I'm sure I could ask my dad or someone.
I dressed up as Dark Knight Batman in 6th grade, 7th grade.
That's fair.
Still.
I went as Mario for 2 years and whatnot.
Let's do this.
No, there is a.
Oh my god.
A cat. There is a cat. Shit.
I was.
One year I went as regular Mario. The next year I went as Monster Mario.
Hell yeah.
I was freaking whatchamacallit. I was Django Fett for 2 years, Darth Maul for 1. I went in high school. In high school, I was Gutton Kiesling 1 year, and then another year I was a Ghostbuster. I had like the the proton pack, the inflatable proton pack and shit, but I had a makeshift like suit. And then another year, I literally wore the costume I wore to Comic-Con that year. I was a Shut-On Het from Star Wars once again. I was a Shut-On Het from Star Wars. The Speed Racer in 6th grade, my mom made the costume. Well, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Not bad at all.
Oh god. So, hey, here's some childhood cringe from me involving Halloween. So, when I was about 5th grade, that's when I played Final Fantasy IX.
Oh no, what is this costume gonna be?
And one of my favorite characters, still in any RPG ever, like this character is the reason why I love the Black Mage aesthetic.
Vivi?
Is yes, I love Vivi. Vivi's so cool.
There's
I
nothing
love
wrong
her.
with Vivi.
So I didn't name the characters their actual names in whenever I was that young, right? And I didn't remember his name, so I just showed my mother a picture of him, and she was like, "Oh, what's his name?" And I told her the name that I named him in Final Fantasy. So I just said, "Oh, that's Steve."
Here, honey.
Because I named Vivi Steve, and then I just went around like, "I'm Steve."
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm a Black Mage.
Yeah.
And this was before Minecraft.
It was like, so like there wasn't a, it was either like, no, it wasn't before Minecraft, it was just when Minecraft was getting popular, so like no one knew who Steve was yet.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Yeah,
and then you see the one kid dressed up as Steve from Minecraft in the corner.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I still love Halloween. I still like go out of my way to dress up. But the last couple of years I've been in charge of giving out candy. So now I use this opportunity to be an asshole and fuck with children.
That doesn't have to stop you from dressing up. You can always dress up.
No, it doesn't. But now I use this as an opportunity to fuck with children. So last year I got up in like a survival, like almost like a Fallout style outfit. I put the candy like some ways away from me, and I sat in the chair, like a apocalyptic outfit. And then like I pointed my Nerf gun at kids, and I was like, "Hey, 6 feet away! 6 feet away!"
Did they go to the right? Did they go to the right location? Are we supposed to go to the boat?
I do not remember. And they were like, "Oh God, what?" And I'm like, 6 feet away. Hey, stay back, stay back. And there was like, I like pointed the candy. Take your stuff and go. And
take your fucking candy and get out. You see, you're dressing up as Michael Myers, and you're gonna traumatize kids.
Oh my God, I remember there was first year I was giving out candy. I was giving out or I was in like a full morph suit costume.
Oh God.
I hid behind a tree, like in my front yard, and then whenever people walked by, there was like a group of like, probably like at the oldest 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like 16-year-old girls. One of them was in front of the other, so I crept up behind one of them. The other two friends were like,
"Oh no!"
The other two friends that were there, they were giggling a bit. As she rung my doorbell, I tapped on her shoulder, and she turned around and saw me like, ah, and she just like ran past me screaming, like kicking over all my legs.
Let me guess, your friends were like dying of laughter.
Oh, 120%.
Now, if that wasn't Halloween, you know what would have definitely happened?
Be stabbed. Or she would be stabbed.
Or pepper spray in the eyes, and you were on the ground screaming.
Oh, 100%.
One Halloween, I didn't get to do anything. I went to the fucking a baseball game. No, it was a baseball football game with my dad. And I decided, it'd be funny. I'm gonna stand on my roof and I'm gonna be a fucking jackass in a spotlight. I fell off my roof trying to scare people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, luckily I didn't get hurt. I just went to bed after that. I'm fucking done.
It's just like, all right. Like, at that point, you're not hurt, but your pride sure as shit is.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm fucking done with this. I want to go to bed. I remember because my mom was watching like the Monsters on TV when you had like a marathon or whatever. So I was just like, yeah.
Leave it
You
to me.
just walk inside. Your mom's like, what happened? And you're just like, I don't want to talk about it.
How you doing, sweetie?
We win again.
But it's only 4 p.m. Just don't. Just do me the favor.
I wasted my Halloween like going to a football game and like falling off a thing. I had a cool Resident Evil shirt. It was gonna be like, you know, the zombie face on it.
Yeah. I haven't done something for Halloween in forever, and I miss doing things for Halloween.
I was going to dress up last year as the Postal dude because I still have the outfit. But I just didn't do it, so.
Blow away!
Fair.
I didn't dress up as anything last year either.
Cause like
it's fair, but like
we were stuck inside for like you know, we were stuck inside for like a whole year. Give a replica mask from 1978 movie. Like I said, Halloween's just fun.
Not bad at all.
And then I'm never buying a store-bought costume again. Cause like
I use them as bases.
Yeah,
but why not?
I guess that works. But like it's more along like I'm not buying it because it's just, I'm not gonna buy like store because it's more fun to like, you know, try to make the costume yourself in terms of like gathering up all the materials and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Like
no, that's 100% fair.
Like look, if for example, like if I can't make a Jedi robe, I'm just gonna buy like a Jedi robe that fits or whatever off of like you know.
Etsy.
Well, no, not off Etsy. Off of like, you know, like we're gonna get like a store-bought costume or whatever. Like we'll get like Obi-Wan, and then I'll get like linen and shit, and boom, I can like do a bunch of shit with that. Cause it's like it's it's all like because like all the details like painted on for the most part. Am I back? What the fuck? Hold on.
Yeah.
Where the hell do we go? I'm lost again.
Talk to the party.
First Forest. Puerto Valor open its gates? Okay. But yeah, like, it's all about, like, what you... I don't know. It's all about, like, what you want to do. Oh yeah, I was Sheriff Woody when I was, like, really young.
That's like... Yo, hold on, that reminds me, last year, when I was like... Oh god. Last year, as I said, like, I did, like, an apocalypse survivor thing, right?
Yeah.
There was a girl who was like, I know who you are. Oh yeah, that was just like that was for me.
Yeah.
But there's a girl who's like, I know who you are, and I'm like, no, you don't. And she goes, yeah, you're an imposter from Among Us. And I'm like, oh no, child. Like, I don't even look like. How do you get that from this?
Oh, I know.
Like, you're an imposter from Among Us.
Oh my god. It's the wizards that are gonna flash us.
Oh god.
That are jokes now. Okay. There's one Smash character left.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think of Tekken Man?
Yeah, it's alright, I guess.
I like it.
That's fair. Who are your guys' like, this is the character I want, no substitutes, no, it's like your number one pick? I think I've asked this before, but now I'm going to ask it again. What's your guys' number one pick?
Master Chief is the final character, Mike says. I don't know, maybe.
They're not going. I don't think they're going to get away with getting 3 Microsoft reps. We got Banjo, we got Steve.
Score one
Like
for
they
the good
can't.
guys.
Hey, you never know.
You're not wrong. Like, I'm just saying the chances are low. What about you though? What about you two? What are you guys hoping for?
Who I want, like, and it's just that and nothing else. Like nothing else will like compare, I guess.
We have to do something.
Like, who's your like? If you had to pick like one character to get in, just like no questions asked, no fucks given. It's just like they're in. Who?
All right. Raziel from Soul Reaver. If it's like I said, if it's like a dream pick.
Fair enough. I just haven't
Cause I have a whole list
I
have a whole list of characters I could read off if you really want me to. But like, if it was like one, it'd have to be Raziel, really.
Fair enough.
So, Legacy of Kain needs something in 2021. It needs something in, like, you know, whatever we're going on right now, because Square Enix is just kind of like sitting on the, you know. Square Enix is just kind of like sitting on it, you know what I mean? And they're just not doing anything about it.
You're sitting on how many properties at this point?
A lot of companies are just sitting on a lot of properties at this point.
I mean, hey, look on the bright side. Let's get a Metroid game.
Yeah, but the thing about, like, I'm not complaining about that, right? But the thing about Metroid is I understand why they don't make it a lot.
We have to do something.
Fair.
And it's literally just because the creator's dead. And they're very, you know, they're very, like, picky choosy about it. And I watched the trailer, the part where, you know, the dev was talking about the game. And he even said, like, we were originally, you know, we were working on it back in, like, you know, 2000 whatever. Star Fox does need a return. But it needs to continue off of Assault. Fuck, like, at this point, look. You want to know a not so hot take?
Sure.
Fuck reboots. Do continuations. I'm tired of seeing fucking reboots, and I'm tired of people using the word reboot. Let me explain something, right? Let me explain something.
Oh no.
There are things that need a reboot, and there are things that don't need a reboot. And Star Fox is one of those things that doesn't need a reboot. It's literally, like, let me explain something. The only people who really complain about Star Fox... Please stop using the style that worked, branch off. Star Fox 64 is beautiful, leave it be. Don't reboot it. Don't capture lightning in a bottle. You can't capture lightning in a bottle twice. I'm gonna be honest here, Star Fox 64 ain't even that good of a game. You know, I like it, but it's not that good of a game. Like, when people freaking go like, oh man, Star Fox 64 is like the best Star Fox game. I'm like, not necessarily. It's just kind of like, you know, the one that was like the framework for everything. It's a good game, not the best, but yeah, exactly. It's the framework. Like, you can't have the other
people. I think how people say like Pokemon Red and Blue are the best Pokemon games.
Yeah, like my whole problem right now, right, when it comes to like, it's like there are things that need a reboot, and there are things that definitely for the fucking do not need a reboot, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, darlings. Syl's here.
And like, one of those things that doesn't need a reboot is Star Fox. it only got
Right.
one because Nintendo listened to the vocal minority and crap like that. But yeah, like as I was saying though, like the thing about Metroid is the reason why we don't see a lot of games from this, literally because the series, the creator's dead, and they didn't want to like, you know, sort of like
March the vision.
Yeah,
Because they didn't want Metal Gear survive it.
yeah. And the thing is, they said that they were working on Metroid Dread back after like, you know, Zero Mission, right? But they didn't want to continue it because they didn't feel the technology was there to continue the game. And you know something? That's completely understandable because the same sort of thing happened with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Like if you know about that, you know about like that movie, right, with Willy Wonka and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole, you know, but that's like a whole nother like whatchamacallit.
Can of worms.
Yeah. You know, when they understood what they wanted to do with the game, but they just couldn't do it at the time. The technology wasn't there. And I could commend them for that. But the problem is everybody only sees a big evil corporation won't make video game because they're evil. And I'm sorry, but if you're literally, if you say like Nintendo is as bad as Microsoft because they're sitting on like IP, they're sitting on like how many IPs that they don't use exactly? Like at most, the only thing I can't think of is like the only thing I really think off the top of my head is like whatchamacallit, F-Zero. And if that's like, you know, the worst sort of offender,
Stay focused.
they tried everything to get F-Zero like popular here. They even got the anime over here and nobody watched it apparently. So everything got like the short end of the stick, it feels like. You know what I mean?
They tried for F-Zero.
Yeah. Halo 4 is a beautiful game. The story was heart-tugging, but the multiplayer is a mess. I guess.
We have
Halo
to do
4's
something.
Halo 4's gameplay was a little weird going into it for the first time. Wow. Right out the gate, I'm dead.
Well, he had only 1 HP last I checked.
Yeah, and I couldn't heal because, you know, let's let the monsters move first because I don't know why. As I was saying though, like, there's stuff that needs reboots and there's stuff that doesn't need reboots. It's as simple as that, you know what I mean? If your content...
What's an example of something that needs a reboot, in your opinion?
Well, something already... The thing that needed a reboot and got one, JoJo.
That's fair.
You want to know why I say that?
Why?
I tried watching part 5, and I just could not.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's all like, you know, Italy, pizza pasta, Italiano, mafioso, you know, like, as Meatwad puts it, Signora Vincenti, I got a message from Shine Your Shoes of Sound. Arrivederci. And then it's not really like that. It's just kind of like, you know, this is taking forever to get done.
Man's not dying.
Yeah.
To be fair, we are down a party member.
Halo Infinite is not a reboot, by the way. Yeah, I know. Now the backlash of Halo Fight Back. But yeah, like, one thing that I definitely know needed a reboot, got a reboot. Star Wars didn't need a reboot. They just got rid of everything in the continuity because they thought it would be easier to write a movie, and, we kind of saw how that went.
Yeah.
And let me be honest here. If you like the new movies, I'm okay with that. It's not a, you know, it's not the end of the world, you know, it's not like the fucking end of the world. It's a fucking media franchise, you know?
Yeah.
I got a problem when it's like, you know, if you're attacking other people for, you know, liking the movies and whatnot. Like, I got into a fight on stream one night because someone was like, they had a problem with me liking the old shit. and you know, like there was no mutual like talk. There was no mutual talk about that sort of thing. And to be honest, it was both like kind of bad on both of our parts, but it wasn't like a super big fight though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to do something.
But it's all about like, you know, it's all about just like, you know, you can tell when something needs a reboot and when something is just like tightly knit, you know what I'm saying? You don't like, I don't want to say it's like you got to put an effort to enjoy it or anything like that.
The new, what should we call it? The ironically enough, the Animaniacs reboot actually made a parody on they made a song about reboots, parodying them.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Whoa, that's a hoarse voice.
Jesus.
Wacky sack?
Wacky sack.
Here we go.
Oh, I get it. Oh.
This is sick though. Wait, hold on.
Wait, what?
This is Akira Toriyama.
Grandpa? Why did you shoot him? Why'd you shoot a fucking ball of, like, dark energy out of your mouth?
This Grandpa's sick. I don't know what you're talking about.
Grandpa, go hard. You know, funny enough, I actually did make that comparison earlier.
We have to do something.
In an earlier stream and shit.
Grandpa's going hard. But that sounds terrible out of context. Thank you for the awkward silence
A
after that. That
jumping
made it
bump,
even
I
worse.
was like reading something like a jumping bump that deals like big damage. What the fuck does that even mean, a jumping bump?
Probably like you jump and like slam into them.
She didn't really do that, she just kinda like giggled and like shot a heart at them or something like that. Yeah. It's Goku's grandpa from another dimension.
Not bad at all.
Honestly, though.
Wouldn't he be? He's Trunks' Trunks' grandpa because we're literally playing as Trunks though.
You know what? He's like, oh, you hate him because he's right.
Grandpa? Why'd you shoot fire out of your mouth?
Because I can.
You see, a lady fed me a magical gumball, and then, well, it was so spicy, I shot lasers. But you see, it was so grape flavored. Why it was purple?
Someone, oh yeah, by the way, someone tried to compare a gumball machine to gacha games, which was very weird because it's like every gumball, despite the colors, the fucking same.
Yeah.
Well, not. No, actually, you know what? No, I don't agree with that.
Well, sometimes you get like the sour, what should we call it?
I will.
The green
if
sour
I get
apple,
a purple,
but usually
if I get a purple grape one, that's like getting a common, like a full box of commons.
But I've never had a gumball that was a different flavor with the color. I've only seen like sour apple like gumball things and like. Grandpa, why'd you shoot dark fire out of your mouth? The demons. It was too much. Kill the child. No, but like, I've never had a gumball out of like a fucking machine, like a regular gumball machine that was like a different flavor. They all tasted the same. They were just different colors. I've seen like green sour apple gumballs that were all in like one machine and they were labeled as such.
They feel different. I think they do taste different, Like some of them are more extreme, some of them are less extreme than others.
I'm just
like some of them are like.
I've never had it, so I don't know.
Cause I remember I'd go to a gumball machine and I got like a red cinnamon one, and I was just like, "Damn, this is what getting 4 commons in a rare feels like." Huh?
Because probably the people threw. You know what I think happened with that? Maybe they threw maybe like the people who set that up threw like a bunch of like random candies in it or something like that. Like they had like they got lazy. They threw a lot of like gumballs and whatnot in there. You know, they had like Red Hots
possible? Or like.
It is possible.
But no, it was an actual gumball.
Aren't like Red Hots gumballs too?
No, Red Hots are like a type of they're like
jawbreakers or something.
Yeah. Like you don't chew on a red hot. You like suck it.
But I know there's like specifically sort of like red hot like cinnamon gumball sort of deal.
No. I mean, maybe. I don't think that was the circumstance.
Like I said, it's possible that they make your own Dragon Ball Warrior species too. I'm tempted to play Xenoverse.
I wasn't crazy about it.
I don't know what to think of it. Is it an RPG? Is it like a fighting game?
A fighting game with RPG mechanics for a story mode.
Oh, I see.
We win again.
There's life in the old
But first and foremost, it is a fighting game. Like you can get by without like interacting with your RPG mechanics. But no matter what, you're playing.
I remembered somebody made like there was a YouTube channel. I never watched it, but like he made like such and such the son of Broly or whatever. And every time he talked about his character, he always referred to them as such and such, you know, their name, the son of Broly, every time he referred to them. I don't know if he was doing it as like a joke or if he was like fucking serious. I'm like, this can't be real. And like he said like, oh yeah, I think that such and such a son of Broly could beat like Goku, or like he could beat like Vegeta.
Okay, if you're saying, hi, my OC can beat main character, you've either done one of two things. One, you've proven to me that you're a shitter, or two, you're a shitter with bad taste. Like, you can't just enter in a medium and be like,
my Dragon Ball OC can't beat Goku, I promise.
I remember when I played Xenoverse, I technically speaking, I did make a character that can quote-unquote beat Goku, but it was a gag character. So I proved to myself that I was a shitter. It was the strongest character in the entire, like, multiverse, but he was so fucking bored that he just sat around and did nothing.
I got a question for everybody here. Do you think that Skeleton Marek with his little plasma pistol can beat Goku? Because I think he can. On a good day, you know, when a blue moon appears and all the planets align on like Friday the 13th, you know, it's like it's his best shot. Marek's just sitting at a cafe minding his own business. He just sees Goku walking by. Goku doesn't notice a thing. He's like, oh hey, it's Goku. Marek just pulls out his little plasma pistol. Superman.
Yeah, Superman, that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, you lose conceptually.
Yeah. But yeah, so do you think that Skeleton Marek can do it?
How strong is the laser?
It's a plasma ball. It's literally like the plasma pistol from Fallout 3 in New Vegas.
Honestly, I think Goku could live like at least 3 shots. Can Skeleton Marek live like 3 punches from Goku?
Well, he's a robot suit, so.
But like, how strong is the Robos? Like, we gotta hold on, wait.
Are you actually trying to stat this out, a stupid joke?
I was playing the straight man to the joke for that own bit, but I just thought of something. How much does it cost to make a 3D model? And, like,
Oh
rig
my
it?
god.
No, shut up. Hear me out. What if you played through like a Fallout game as Skillameric?
Oh my god.
You're telling me that wouldn't be sick?
That would be, but it'd be very... Well, technically I did. I played through Fallout 3. I made a joke that he got, like, synth skin on.
Fair enough, but still.
Yeah, Superman. And Goku's gonna get tired of Superman. Yeah, it's like... I don't think, like I said, I don't think it would be a draw. If it was a fight to the death, Superman's gonna win. Like... The problem is that, like, Superman's just Superman. If you're going in without kryptonite, you can't fucking win. That's the whole, like, thing.
Yeah, like that's like the game set get get out.
I don't even know if I'm in the right area. They said that there's a seawall that's open and I haven't found one. I've only seen, like, one and it's been shut. So I think I either have to enter by land, but I don't know where I gotta go.
Oh, so I finished. So, for one of my campaigns, right?
Yeah.
I just started learning a new game called Numenera, right? And I love the game. I love the deck. But they had like a bunch of books, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, because like this book adds things to this class, and this book adds things to that class, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I have a simple idea. Let me compile all the options in these 4 books in one massive Google document. This will be easy. A month has passed, and I have just finished today with the help of one of my friends. I have a question for both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can either answer one of these 2 questions. They're both alarming. You can either answer, how long is the Google document, or how long is the table of contents?
How long is the table of contents?
Guess. No, you have to guess, but like which one? So you're guessing how long is the table of contents? How long is the table of contents?
Is it 2 page worths?
Nick, do you have a guess?
I'm gonna say a page and a half.
Zig was closer. I'll give you both one more guess.
2.5?
Nick, do you have a guess?
3?
You both undershot it. 5 pages.
What? 5.
5 pages. To
So-
the table of contents.
So GT, how was that wedding?
Oh my god! I would rather retype this whole Google document and do that shit again.
All I have to say is now I understand why you couldn't send me a picture of your character.
No, it was the wedding. That was why.
Yeah,
Not
that's
the fucking...
no, that's what I mean.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Once you said that, I
Okay.
was like, oh, that explains a lot.
So, I need to give context. Before any of this, I love my mother to death. She's a very nice woman, but she has a problem that a lot of nice people have, where she cannot say no to people at all.
Oh no.
So she agreed to decorate my stepsister's wedding herself.
Uh-oh.
She made all the decorations herself. And she was working on all of the decorations virtually by herself. Her actual mother didn't make a thing. Her friends, no, didn't add a thing. I stayed with my mother. Me and my girlfriend stayed with my mother for a weekend. Basically that weekend, right?
Helping decorate.
And to help her make decorations, like gussy up, all that kind of stuff. We spent at minimum 5 hours. I was there Friday and Saturday, and the wedding was Saturday. We spent about 5 hours each of those days working on decorations. And my mother spent every waking hour every day before that.
Please tell me she
working
slept.
on more decoration. Fucking approximately. I think the stream was longer than some of the days she slept.
Oh no.
She was she was working herself to the bone, right?
Yeah.
And you know, my mother loves my stepsister. Well, technically stepsister. We'll get to that part in a moment. But so of course she'd be willing to do this. But
I just got a question for you, Timmy. How bad is the drop?
Oh, when you say drop, you mean how terrible do things get?
Yeah.
I think they're pretty fucking bad.
Oh shit.
Not even for the reasons you think. This is how low can you go? You
So you were playing Extreme Limbo, I see.
My bar, the bar for these people was in hell, and yet they still choose the limbo dance with the devil.
How low can you go? How low can you go?
The person that was getting wed is technically not my stepsister. She was my stepsister, but then my mother got divorced. But we kept in good contact with my, as I'm going to call her, my stepsister. So you know, stuff like that happened. However, my mother did not have a good relationship with her father at the end of it, and her father's family kind of agreed with you know, the bride's father, and now my ex-stepfather. That's weird. But
your former stepfather.
My former stepfather. Thank you. But what ended up happening was we ended up having to show up late because we kept working to the very last minute. Then we were like, oh god, we all have to shower and get dressed, right? So we ended up showing up late. They couldn't get on the boat before we decorated, so it was basically me, my mother, my girlfriend, my new stepfather, my actual stepfather, I guess you could say, and two random fuckers were just to decorate this. Now, I would like to point out, since we arrived, not a single kind word has been said to my mother, who has handmade these decorations herself. In fact, these people, they didn't just not say a kind word, they were downright rude to her. They were shitty to her. They didn't they didn't offer a lick of help when she was making decorations. And she made them all her goddamn self, and they were shitty to her. And every day before that, I told her, I told my mother, look, I get it, you're trying to do a nice thing, but stop working. They're not gonna appreciate it. They're not gonna, no matter what happens, either they're gonna say you did a good job and they're happy you're done, or they're gonna treat you like shit. And she refused to stop. And then there was one girl. My mother, my girlfriend heard this. There's one girl that was like, oh, that's you know, JP's mom. Run away from her. She's not. Don't talk to her. Like, how actually shitty can you be to a person that is trying to help you? Now, I'll say this: the bride and groom, they were nice to my mother.
They're decent people.
Yeah. The bride and groom, nice to my mother. Everyone else that didn't come in the car with my mother, fuckers.
That
just
is shit.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Real shitty.
That is
So, like-
fucked up, man.
In fact, even people that like weren't related to the bride or groom. Let me tell you about what the fucking DJ did.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be bad.
So, as I said, we got there late. You know, we did the fucking decorations to the very last second.
Please
Excuse
tell
us.
me the DJ wasn't like fucking. Oh,
So,
I can only
the DJ
imagine.
it was towards the end. The DJ was taking requests. My mother walked up and said, "Hi, I wanna have a dance with my husband. Can you play my song?" The DJ undoes his headphones and goes, "You showed up late to decorate."
Oh.
So what my mother did was she found the groom and dragged his ass to the DJ. Meanwhile, the groom could barely remember his name. He was very drunk. And the groom, like in his drunken rambliness, was just like, "You play whatever song she tells you to play." And the
Is
DJ,
the DJ
like,
related to the?
I don't think so. I think he's just petty. But like,
he has like no stakes. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Like that's the worst part. He's the wild card. He's the wild card.
He should have like, he should be like, we're the one that's hiring him.
Like, dude, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Like, none of these people were nice to my mother, despite having, except for like I said, the bride and groom. None of these people had a single goddamn kind word to say to her.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, we were on a cruise, so we were stuck on a boat with these people for like 3 hours.
You were on a cruise. Oh dear fucking lord. Oh my god. Oh my
Part was,
fuck.
The wedding reception, right? It was shorter than like a large living room. So we had to like cram every decoration we could into that. But then you realize there's 50 plus people in that tiny space. So we're all on a side, no one can see shit. Right? We have to make room for the bride and groom to walk all the way down somehow. And oh, by the way, remember the global pandemic we're in?
Yeah, no social
The only
distancing here, I guess, huh?
No, not only no social distancing, the only people that were masked were me and my girlfriend.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
So like, if anyone was sick on that boat, at like 50 plus people were fucked. And I want to point out, most of them look to be like at least their 40s.
You're just, you know, you mentioned imagine you like standing there, you got your mask on, everything like that, all of a sudden you just hear a cough, a single cough, you don't know who did it, you just hear it.
I would be like holding my girlfriend for dear life, just like, oh god, hold me. And knowing her, she'd be like, yeah, I'm ready to die. Like,
We have to do something.
they were all so, and like we all like once the cruise is over, you know. By the way, they didn't have a single here's something here's just me venting a bit, right? They didn't have a single fucking outlet on that goddamn boat anyway.
Oh.
They didn't have a single like.
I still can't get that fucking DJ's words out of my head. That actually pisses me off.
They were all shitty. They were all shitty. Every single person on that goddamn boat that spoke my mother's name was shitty.
No, because the worst part is, it fucking rhymes. It's the worst part. It's the little fucking rhyme. You came too late to decorate. Oh, you fucking bastard.
Yeah.
Like, if, dude, I'm not gonna fucking lie. If I was there and I heard that, he would have been decked. I wouldn't be able to fucking hold.
I wasn't there. I didn't hear any of this firsthand, but I heard it from both my mother. Like literally everyone else involved was hearing this. I was too busy.
Like I fucking, like though, because I hate people like that. They're just fucking douches for no fucking reason. To the point where they can just be like whimsically musical about it. I'd just be like, you fucking motherfucker.
Like, those people, they didn't, I'll say this, the bride, like, every second she looked at my mother, the words "thank you" came out of her mouth.
I just got a question. Please, did that DJ have like giant fucking like subwoofers and shit?
Probably.
Like, you know, giant basses.
Yeah, probably yes.
Oh yeah, I would have fucking thrown through one of those giant basses.
Like, he was upstairs. By the way, they got wed in front of a bar. So that's a fucking great look. But it's okay. You know what? There's one tiny bit of revenge that was accidentally taken, but I think it's kind of hilarious.
What happened?
So, as I don't know if I said this on stream, but I'm pretty sure you both know this about me. I am dyslexic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my darling girlfriend is also dyslexic. So when it comes to spelling words, we don't.
Sorry, you just had to say that.
Thank you. I like to think so, at least. Aw, he's being cute and sappy. Anyway.
You're poisoning me.
Oh God. Literally, that reminds me. I have one small. There's a couple fun parts on the cruise, but like for the most part, shitty. Literally, it was just most of the entire time was me because I had my laptop. I used my phone as a hotspot. And me and my girlfriend just watched Forged in Fire.
Yeah.
Or just sat outside, like by the water.
I'm just like, I'm thinking of like the fucking Malcolm in the Middle episode where they beat up like a shit ton of clowns.
Oh God!
Like you and your family really should have taken the fucking town and should have gone to fucking town and beat the shit out of that fucking DJ. Just the fucking wild card, man. No, like, dude, that is actually fucked. I'm not gonna lie. I know, like the groom, the drunk groom, like, put the fucking asshole in his place. But still, oh my God.
Like, where do you get off just being a dick for no reason?
You're not even related to the people that are assholes! You're just a wild card! You're just a wild card asshole!
You're free, like, you have no stakes, like, you have no skin in the game here.
You did that of your own volition!
Yeah!
Couldn't let alone! Like, Jesus. That's the part that gets me. You know, like, JT, I'm sorry. I can understand, like, the family being assholes, and that is true. They're fucking awful, terrible people. But the DJ, this wild card, this nobody, this son of a bitch nobody, just insulting the person who put all this time and effort for no reason whatsoever, no personal gain.
Yeah, like, he has no skin in this. He gains nothing from being a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck? Jesus.
Like,
that's just like, dude, that's what slayed me there. It's like, wow. Douchebag.
yeah, no, that, like, he might have been related. I don't know. But, like, either way, why? Like, what's the fucking, like, none of these people should be being a dick to her anyway.
Yeah.
Like, she did the work of 10 people herself.
And this is all because of a fucking, this is,
Well, a nasty breakup and, like,
this is fucking, I'm gonna be honest here, this is the most ironic conversation I've had because I was talking earlier with my mother about, like, we were just talking about, like, random shit, and we were talking about, like, Forrest Gump and, like, people being people and, like, holding mirrors up to times that are, like, more fucked up than they seem to be.
Right.
All because I've been playing Wolfenstein for, like, the past couple of days. finally playing Old Blood, and it's a good fucking game, and I'm glad I actually picked it up during the sale. But I was talking about like the new Colossus and how there was like a controversy over that game because some people got offended that the tagline was "Make America Nazi-Free." You know, the Nazis that get offended when like their politics are questioned and all that other shit. And I'm just like,
people don't being called out for being Nazis. Yes.
Yeah, because that game really. Remember what happened with Resident Evil 5 and how people said that game was racist without looking at the context of the setting?
Yeah.
It's literally that all over again. But instead of like, people who don't understand better, it's Nazis getting their titties in a twist over them saying there shouldn't be Nazis in America, which is the whole plot of the game. And just trying to like cherry pick points about why the game is bad. Meanwhile, my only criticism of the game is that, like, the final missions are just, like, it's procedurally generated almost. And that's basically it. But yeah, it was a conversation because me and my mom have, like, we have, like, very opposing viewpoints on politics and shit. But we were talking about, like, divorces and shit. Like, as I said, like, you ever hear of Kitty Land? And now, like I said, it comes full circle. It comes full circle now. Now you're telling the story about like a bad breakup and divorce and shit like that, which led to a fucking nightmare of a wedding, where even the DJ was a wild card's a fucking douchebag for no fucking reason.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
And I feel bad being right about like those people being fuckers, cause like my mother worked her absolute hardest on everything there, and for what gain? They're like
Fabulous, darling.
There was nothing to. There was no. They were actually just being shitty to be shitty. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. But you know what? Some people are shitty.
Like, it's it's just like, why the fuck do these other people have a stake in this claim, other than like they're related to the person that got like the divorce? Like, my uncle, right? He got a divorce with his first wife. My cousin is amazing, right? She's really cool and shit like that, And her mom is also very nice to like us. She's nice to me and my mom and everything like that. You know what I mean? And like, there's no bad blood in anywhere in that sort of shit. Not even I'm that evil. Fucking shit. God damn it.
I'm sorry, I had to.
You gotta use drink to vent, right? She's not a fucking asshole! And I honestly think that she'd still be somewhat friendly to my uncle. I don't know, I gotta confirm that with my mom, I guess, because I don't understand the circumstances of why they got divorced. Because that was when I was young, shit, right? But she's not an evil person! Like, we went to visit my cousin around, like, Christmas time. She got, like, abdominal cysts, right? And, she was, like, so happy to see us going to visit my cousin in the hospital. And I don't even like hospitals. I don't like going in them in general. Like, even if it is to visit somebody, it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I get a little, whatchamacallit, just like...
Yeah, everyone gets a bit queasy, going in hospitals. It's just like, oh god, people die here.
I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but just a bit. So, hospitals are just like my, they're my trigger place, right? I don't go unless I have to. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I know I sound heartless when I say that, but it's literally just like I can't go in. It just.
No, like that makes sense. You're good.
Yeah. So yeah, like she's like, and I'm like, I don't know, like what the fuck? Like what the fuck happened in that relationship that just made your mom this persona non grata? Like what the fuck happened there? Like, Jesus!
not like nothing that justified this bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like fuck all, like, Jesus. Like, karmic, like, oh my god, like, there's gotta be some fucking karmic. That just pisses me off, no, like, seriously.
yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Like,
Like-
when you said Nightmare Wedding, I thought this was gonna be like, you know, like some haha Wedding Crashers type fucking deal. And then you just have it,
People are shitty.
you come in here and you're like, oh, they treated my mom like dirt. They like fucking, like Jesus came off the cross and started hitting her with it. And then like, you know, I'm like, no, that is not right. That shouldn't happen. That's awful. That's awful. These people are terrible. Especially that fucking DJ. Mister, I have no stakes in this claim. But fuck it, I'm just gonna insult it anyway to go with the fucking, I guess to go with the fucking flow. I don't even know.
No, they're actually probably were just pissed that my mother showed up to decorate blades. Like, I get it, but like, still, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, even so, like, that's still barely a stake in the claim. Like, why the fuck does it matter for him? It's, like, what were the decorations that were done? Or is it, like, you're talking, like, wall, like, banners, like, streamers, shit like that? Like, what are we talking about here?
A bit of both. The thing is that they weren't allowed on the boat until the decorations were done. So I guess he had to, like, sit outside for, like, what, 15 minutes at most?
He had to
Like,
sit outside
you know,
for 15 minutes and he had a fucking hissy fit.
Yeah. Like, what's your game? Like,
was it raining?
No, bright sunny day.
Exactly, his equipment couldn't be damaged, and if he's taking care of that equipment properly, it should be in, like, you know, waterproof cases and shit where it shouldn't get rained on or anything like that.
And even if it, and he shouldn't care about waterproofing it because he's going on a fucking boat. If it was gonna get damaged by water, then it's a little fucking late for that one.
That's like fucking shit, mate. I'm just fuck off, no.
Like, if my mother had her phone, because she forgot it at home. Isn't that a fucking dream? If my mother had her phone, she would have, like, called a water taxi and gotten the fuck out.
Water taxi?
Those exist.
Yeah. What's that, act like taxis and shit.
I've never heard of that before.
No, yeah, like if someone's like on a boat and like they need to get off instead of having to you know have the whole thing just turn around and like hypothetically if it can't, you can call a water taxi. Someone will get on their boat in a nearby like because a lot of water is connected. So you just say like, hey, I'm at this like body of water, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, they'll send someone over. You'll get you to land and you pay them and they just go back to whatever.
I'm just imagining like Crazy Taxi, but as a boat. Or no, it's it's like Crazy Taxi, but when they drive under the water.
I would actually play the fuck out of like Crazy Taxi boat.
Well, they do have like in Crazy Taxi you do drive under the water. There's no physics, so.
Well, yeah. Excuse me. I mean, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just see the guy from Crazy. You just see one of the guys from Crazy Taxi driving it. But yeah, like seriously though, JT, like if your mom's awake after the streamer tomorrow, tell her I said she deserves happiness for the rest of her fucking days. Tell her I said that personally. She does. She seems like an angel to put up with that crap, especially from that fucking DJ. Seriously.
You know what? I'll next time I talk to her, it'll be the first thing I say.
She fucking deserves happiness for the rest of her days after that night, like straight up.
I felt bad because I kept warning her like they're not gonna be appreciative. They're not gonna. They're gonna be mean to you. Don't bother giving it your all, and she just fucking kept hammering at it. And like
she's a fucking trooper. She's an angel.
Yeah.
Don't like. That is like, you know, that is hard. That is straight up hard. She's too pure for this world.
You're not wrong. I still feel bad, but let's change topics to one that's less aggravating. At least for you two, and me. How about who wants to play the jingle this time around?
I'll do it.
Gotcha.
Welcome everybody to JT's Coffee Corner.
Give me a second.
We'll do another take. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome everybody
right,
to JT's Coffee Corner.
Fuck! All right, take three. We're not rolling it. The lens was on. Don't worry.
The lens cap was on.
There we go.
Oh no!
Welcome everybody to JT's Coffee Corner.
God
fucking
damn it!
it.
Yeah, it's my line. God damn it. Anyway, in case you haven't noticed, I always just go, God damn it. Anyway, at the end of it. So, as I said last time, I was discovering a new game, right?
Yeah.
The name of the new game I have discovered. Oh God, I haven't said this name out loud yet.
Oh. I know what it is.
Breeders of Nephilim. So I booted up the game, right? My computer almost was just begging me, like, please don't. Like, come on.
Was it chugging?
It was chugging for a bit, and then like everything
my.
loaded. It was after everything loaded, it was all fine. So the first thing you notice
did it
is
load like Fallout 4 when there's too many mods installed?
Kinda, where it's like it chugs for a bit and then it's just all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. So started up a new game, get into character creation. This is gonna sound like it's gonna start as a very massive upside, and then you're gonna see the descent of the madness. So there's character creation, right? And believe it or not, it was surprisingly good. There was a lot of ways you can customize the character, a lot of weird colors you can do, a lot of like you can do markings, you can do, you know, change the gender. Do you have titch, dick, or both? Then you start realizing, oh God, hold on, the sliders don't end.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot, and for half of it, the game didn't look ready. I was able to literally, like, there was a thigh gap thing, and I was able to merge my, yeah, because you're making your own, like, you're making the girl that you want to either fuck or get fucked. So like, because of that, I was able to effectively blend my legs into one singular leg.
You made the super leg.
I didn't go through with that because I want to try, like, I want to try and, you know, with all these games, I want to give them an honest shot, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to, so I didn't make like, oh my God, ultimate waifu. I did what I do in almost every game. I made an OC that somehow fit the setting, and then I realized it didn't. I made Vakan the Dick Elf.
Vakan the Dick Elf.
Literally what I named it. It was like, oh, I figured I don't want to play through this. I don't want to play through this more than once. So if I'm both a girl and with a dick, then congratulations, I can just see all the scenes.
You did Futanari, didn't you?
Yeah. Like.
Now this is art.
Oh, wait, what?
He doesn't remember the video. There!
Oh,
now it's art!
Oh, God damn it, I do remember it now. I thought you were talking about the stream for a second. So we load in, and you just get like spawned in front of like a house of a barn, and you see like a purple elf lady, and the first thing you notice is, oh, every model is made the character creator here, huh? Because I could have just made that female purple elf lady in the character creators, and I was just like, well, Bakan the dick elf, let's go. Oh, and the lady goes, oh, a human, and I go, oh. Why did they give me the options of pointed ears if I'm just a human? I was literally just like, as soon as I read that, I'm like, uh-oh, my bad.
Uh-oh! No, but like...
Yeah, basically.
So basically you can make like a Lamia, and then they still call you a human and shit?
Kinda, yeah. So they're like, welcome
Wow.
to the world of like Nymphia or whatever, where we are like Nymphians, and they're... Now, some of them are blessed, and like they're conscious, but most of them are animalistic. Don't worry, they won't hurt you.
I was gonna say, like, Yiphians?
Basically Yiphians. So like I was kind of like trying to like they was very expeditious-y, and I was like, oh, talk to this person there, and I completely forget where, which is a problem. And then like, you know how like normally like when it's a tutorial character, there's like 4 boxes that like let you ask questions further.
Yeah.
There was like 8. One of them was, why don't I have balls?
What?
Well, the foodists don't have balls, and I guess people wanted to answer.
I
But,
am
like,
very, 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 very concerned, and
don't worry, I'm not done. I played this I didn't even finish the full hour. I was just confused. So they're like, yeah, go meet this person. I forget where, like, me as a person to meet them, but go meet them so you can learn how to catch Nymphia and play the game. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's supposed to be like we're quote unquote breeding animals or whatever the fuck. You know, it's that kind of porn game. So like, I'm walking around and I see a plant, and I'm like, is this the person I'm meant to talk to? And she's like, give me fluids. And I'm like, well, that was fast. So then, one dick sucking later, one thing that was noticed is that they're I'll say this, they're not offensively bad. They're just like kind of there. And unlike Monster Girl Prologue Island, you can just click advance twice and you're done.
Yeah.
So like I didn't have to spend a solid half an hour just to fucking get to the part where I want to get my rocks off. Assuming you want to get your rocks off for that game, but I mean, hey, you do what you want. So then I like, maybe the purple chick can answer my question. So I walk back to her. She's like, give me your dick, and proceed to another dick sucking. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Where's the person I'm looking for? I didn't get an answer.
I'm coming, darling.
So I'm like, okay, let me just wander around. So I start like walking around, you know, looking for whatever I could find. And then I find like Lust Forest or whatever the fuck, right? And I see like Nymphians or whatever the fuck. They're just furries and elves.
Here you
So
go,
like
laddie.
they start running after me, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not in the mood to fight you right now. And then I see, picture this, right? You're walking around in a forest. You see some wildlife, like some wild people there, and they're like kind of looking at you, you know. And then you turn around and you see an 8-foot tall wolf chick. With like tits out to here. I know you can't see me, but like extend your arms that much.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just booking it after you, like sprinting after you.
Like,
I was.
Are you talking like Jinka or like?
Extend out your arms forward. That's how big her tits were.
No, I understand that. I'm asking, like, no, but when you say wolf chick, do you mean like a jinka or like fucking actual, like, furry?
I mean, like, think Juno. Or think gender swapped Lagoshi. That's or like.
Oh, okay. So like full on like wolf. I guess full on like wolf bitch then.
Yeah.
Well then.
But like had the furry anime eyes, you know that shit. So as soon as I see that, I'm just like I'm just like screaming internally because she's fucking like booking it after me. I'm like, oh Jesus!
I'm just imagining if you actually screamed in real life and then somebody downstairs heard you. JT's everything okay up there?
No, and then I'd just turn around. They would see on my screen my character getting like, it was like, I remember she caught up to me, and then in the corner of my screen it said, "Surprise, dick suck."
Wait, what?
She just we were both on the ground, and she just you know started sucking.
It said, quote,
surprise dick sucking, or something like that. Yeah.
What is this video game?
Porn. Like, I'll commend it for this. Unlike Monster Girl Island Prologue, it's not trying to have a plot. That being said, it's making me miss Monster Girl Island Prologue's plot. Like, I'm actually like, I'm starting to realize what I had, and now it's gone. That
was the bike. Just go on.
I'll say this. Am I more likely to recommend so far this game over Monster Girl? Yes. Why? Because I'm sure if you're looking for porn, you're looking for porn.
Not lore.
I'll be fucking honest with you. I've actually did play the game myself. You know, I only had it for like
Infia or Monster Girl Island
half an hour, and then I'm like, okay, this is going into the trash. You know.
Understandable.
I had my fill, and then it was just like, okay, I'm done with this.
Realistically, like, not to be vulgar, you had your wank, you uninstalled, and you forgot it existed until I
Basically, yeah.
Okay, that's what most people do.
I didn't even see that doc there. Wow.
But I'll say this: there's the highlight of my they were like, it was like there's a mini game or whatever to try and like catch the thing that's now sucking my dick. I didn't know how because I couldn't find the tutorial person. So now I just I died, right? So then Death, literally Death itself was a busty chick with a rope and a knife.
She hits them with her ass.
Yeah, that tracks. Fucking speaking of perfect, right on topic there. Yeah, she just starts like, you have to pay the toll to be brought back to life, and then she starts fucking you.
You have to pay the troll. Right. You have to pay the troll to get into that boy's soul. You have to pay the troll to get in. You have to pay the troll to.
Baby boy's soul. You
if anything, we were in. If anything, we had to pay the toll to get inside her, but that's besides the point.
What's he saying? Troll.
So here's what happened, right? So I went back to the house. Like, I went back to the house. You could customize your character. So I thought, oh, that was cool, in case you didn't like what you made. Yeah. So one thing I noticed was that, like, everything was jiggling all over the damn place.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of fucking jiggle in that goddamn.
Like, and I was like, yeah, maybe I could, like, turn it down so I'm not, like, being
turn it down.
No. You laugh. There were jiggle physics sliders. There were jiggle physics sliders.
Jizzle physics.
There were jizzle physics.
Life is
now I'm accidentally saying it like
life's a bitch, ain't it, Miss Shitzel?
Yeah, clearly. There was jiggle physics sliders. And they were at like 1, right? And they're like, it was 1 to 0. And I'm like, oh, okay, so it must be maxed out. Let me like lower it down. So I lowered everything down to like 50. I walked outside of my house, and everything was started shaking. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not how it works. You're playing the game wrong. So I went back inside, put it back to 1. Things were jiggling less. So I think, son of a bitch.
You know what? You know what?
It start you on the minimum.
Well then. Well, JT, you know what I gotta say to this?
What?
Maybe I just have to say, give it a second.
Okay.
That is not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I was gonna say, hey y'all, commence the jiggling.
Well, howdy, I'm Jigglebilly.
You know what? I typed in. I typed in play. Hey y'all, commence the jiggling, and I got something. Let me put on my bikini, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not what I fucking wanted.
Oh god. But what happened? I was like, you know what? Now I'm curious. I fixed most of the jiggle physics, except for the T and A. Those I made minimum. Those I minimum.
Here you go, Marek. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think I know why I think I have the bot fucking muted.
God damn it!
Oh, sorry. I forgot I muted the fucking bot earlier because I was trying to listen to the cutscenes in fucking I almost called it Doomenstein.
God damn it.
I was listening to it, and Eugene was playing his like music. Sorry. Oh my god, I fucked up. I unintentionally fucked the whole stream. Oh no.
Here, well,
don't worry.
I
actually played the thing though.
You're good.
JT's coffee corner over the thing, but yeah, sorry, I fucked up the. Hey, y'all, commence the jingling. Sorry, everyone.
No, you're good. So what happened was, I walked outside, right?
Yeah.
Walked outside, maximum jiggle physics. Like, shook around for like a couple seconds. Took me 3 seconds to have my body sit still. And I counted. As soon as I hand off the controller, 1, 2, 3. That's when it stopped. 3 seconds about. Like. I'm just surprised, like. Oh, and I was thinking, right? Because I was able to talk to the
Pull your socks up.
I was able to talk to the purple lady again,
Not
right?
bad at all.
You know, because she didn't leave after sucking your dick. What happened was, you know, I went to bed and I expected, oh, let's talk to the purple lady tomorrow.
It sounded like you said you wet the bed. I'm like, what?
No, I went to bed. Talking today has not been a good thing, I can tell.
That or I might not be paying like the best fucking attention considering.
No, I just said fucking jizzle physics like 5
Jizzle
times.
physics.
Jesus Christ. But anyway, what happened was, I woke up, right? And lo and behold, the purple lady wasn't gone. Which means now, I don't know how to find the person that lets me capture creatures.
What is this?
So, effectively, I'm either going to have to A, spend my time, just brute force looking for it, right? Or B, I'm going to have to, like, get, or I'm just going to have to get lucky and, like, find her, or, that was A, excuse me. I have to get lucky and find her, or I have to restart the whole damn thing, or I have to restart and just actually pay attention to the dialogue more. I don't know what I would rather.
Ah, so it's just like it's just like us streaming RPG Tuesdays where I forget where I have to go.
Yeah.
Did you stumble onto the character by complete accident?
I stumbled onto a character by complete accident. I'll give you that. There was like a centaur that was like, hey, I was like, hey, you want to fuck centaur? And centaur was like, you know what? I'll fuck you. And I was just like, oh, I mean, okay. But then I was like out of lust for the day because I got raped by a wolf.
You were out of. How do you run out of lust? Is the question.
I got raped by a wolf. That's really the only answer I got for you.
I'm just like... I can't come up with like any like fucking like comments on that. It's just like there's nothing. It's just like, what the fuck? That's the best I have. 3 words. What the fuck?
That's fair. Quite frankly, I don't know whether to be excited or terrified on continuing this journey. But like, it'll be a fun one. And then after I beat that one, depending on how much of a painful experience I get, that's how I'll play next.
Something.
Did you actually buy that other game during the sale? For the sale, or?
Oh, I didn't even look. I might. I actually might.
God.
If I end up playing, hold on, what was it? I can check. It goes into the, yeah, you know what?
You throw it on your wish list. I'm kidding.
I can't, because then I have people who look at my wish list. They might, like, they're gonna judge me.
Hey, JT, here you go. Enjoy.
They're gonna be like, hey, I saw this was on your wish list. I mean, hey, you do you, man.
What's the... I can explain.
I have to explain, you know why? A friend of mine bought me Honey Pop for Christmas, like, 6 years ago. So now whenever people look at my wish list, they see Honey Pop, and I'm like, alright, what do you want? I got it for Christmas. And they're like, yeah, right, but it's true!
Let me be honest here, I bought Honey Pop to see what it was like, and I was, like, actually pretty poor.
I played it once. I felt bad, because, like,
Oh no!
it was a gift, I should play it more, but also, like, eh.
Like, it's not like, you know, it's... I think it's like a taste thing. I just don't see, like, the point in dating sims. Like, I understand, like, why they exist. But I don't see the point in, like, me playing them.
I don't hate dating sims, it's just that, like... You know what I want to see? I guess, you know what? Well, I was gonna say technically exists already. I was gonna say I want to see a dating sim with, like, actual gameplay, but you could argue that's, like...
You won't get away with
a
this.
life sim game. Like Harvest Moon does stuff like that. Like, because like I like marriage and wedding stuff in video games. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever a new Fire Emblem game comes out, as the second I find my waifu, I fangirl over them for God knows how long. I'm warned my girlfriend about what happens when a Fire Emblem game comes out.
Well,
and she's like, look, just admit it on the backup option. I'm like, no, you're not. But like, I don't know. It's just like, what the fuck was I saying? I like wedding and stuff in video games. Cause like, I don't know, it's cute to me. Like, if more dating sims went the road of like gameplay somehow, like Persona does that kind of stuff, like it's an RPG, but you can date people. Like Harvest Moon, you're playing like a farming game and you're interacting with people and doing mini quests. Rune Factory, great example. Decent example. The game's good. Like, give me more things like that. Also, Nick, I was looking at the Steam sale right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever try Outer Worlds?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
Okay, darlings, I'll see you when you're finished here in town.
So I haven't seen
need
you
to
like,
go
play
and
or talk about it.
see a man about
We talked about it on a stream once.
Ciao for
I
now.
don't believe, maybe not on Tuesdays.
I'm trying to think.
What came over him all of a sudden?
This feels like a topic we talked
Don
about.
Rodrigo lives in that grand old place over
So-
yonder.
Fair enough. Also,
Let's go and
Salondo
say
left
hello,
himself.
shall we?
It's kind of ironic because he died.
And, don't go mentioning my
I mean, fair.
royal past, will you? There's no
All right,
point.
so-
I've
in
heard
causing
dead men
fuss.
walking, but this is ridiculous.
As far as he's
For
concerned,
the sake of
I'm
like
just
the
his
characters
old pal
talking,
Rab.
I'll say my piece
Let's
on the Outer
keep it
Worlds
that way.
afterwards.
All right?
Fair
I was
enough.
gonna say this right now. I stopped after I got to the second planet.
Really?
Yeah, the game was that dull.
I heard a lot of people actually like prefer it over a lot of Fallout games.
It had a fanfare when it came out, and then just kind of like dropped off.
Fair enough.
I went in with an open mind, right? I said like, all right, I don't like Obsidian. I feel like they're crybabies, and like they just kind of live off of their status as like this underdog. This is their time to shine. You know what I mean? Like they get off the hook because they're a small studio, but now they have a chance to make a good game and prove themselves. Let's see.
Well, what Fallout games did they make again?
They made New Vegas. I mean, it's not just Fallout. They made other RPGs. They made the Stick of Truth, and I didn't like the Stick of Truth. I thought it was very fucking dull and boring. Like I got past the underpants elves, and I'm like, yeah, I can't play this anymore. This is just very, 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 very crap. And when I looked into the development of Stick of Truth, Ubisoft stepped in and forced them to finish that game. Like they had to be like, okay, finish the game, do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like they had to sit them down and actually make it finish. Because they've pulled stunts like this before in the past, right? They had an Aliens RPG that never got to fruition because we've had, like, I know me and Zay have had this conversation before. They killed Interplay with all the stupid shit they kept going for. Not to mention they rushed out. Like I said, they're not the perfect game developers too, because they rushed out Fallout Tactics, which definitely should have got more development time and whatnot.
Fair enough.
But
well,
yeah.
to be fair, rushing games is never an easy thing. Neither is delaying them.
But like you said, as Miyamoto says, a delayed game is good if forever. A rushed game is like, not worth it.
Right, but like, it's not. There's a problem with like crunch culture, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be stealing a lot from a video. Not entirely. I'm going to be like stealing some of his points, and unlike with the whole fucking thing from that one thing with Omni-Man, which you fucking claim I stole. I'm using my own spin on words here. And I watched the video. Like I said, I made my own point. I remember what I said. I did make things. I did make different arguments. Started off similar, ended different. Anyway. So, Noodle, the YouTuber, who basically was talking about crunch culture in a video of his, right?
Oh yeah, I like his videos except for his Halo one. I disagree with the Halo art style thing, but go on.
Fair enough. So with that video, they were talking about like what goes into crunch culture, because it's a culture in game. It's a culture. Not only like you're to some extent you're expected to do this, whereas like the fans are like, you know, work harder, work faster. You're not being forced to do this, but you're being forced to do this. Like there are things that are like forcing, like they're not forcing you, but they're forcing you. Because like, oh, if you don't do this well enough, then the contract wears out. If you're working freelance, and then you just don't get a job again.
Yeah.
Like. So like the employment of these people are up in these other people's hands, and they're just waiting to abuse these people because of it. And we as gamers are just like, now granted, I'm sure I speak for the three of us, where it's like, we understand if people have to delay a game, right?
Oh god, this guy is gonna give us a garter if we dress up Jade as a bunny girl.
Oh god.
He's like, he kind of looks like Grandpappy from the Proud Family a little bit.
I kind of see it.
He even did like the Chica and Amiga, like, oh my god.
Oh god. But anyway.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
It just popped up.
So, but we as gamers are very like a lot like. I'm sure the three of us wouldn't like, oh, X game got delayed, what can you do, right?
Oh, no, I'm very like, you know, do what you have to do in order to make the game, like, you know.
Yeah. Whereas a lot of other gamers are like, why the fuck is it delayed? How do you not know when it's coming out? Like, get your shit together. Riots.
Yeah. Because, like I said, I've said it before, I've said it again. Gamers are entitled.
And like a lot of the times, like I like playing devil's advocate, but like I can't hear. They bitch and they moan. Do I agree with all the examples that were mentioned with gamers being entitled? No. Like I remember we talked about like Sword and Shield not having the entire Pokédex. I bitch and moan the fuck about that. I hate Sword and Shield. I think the game was like out of the three most recent generations, I think it is the worst of the three. Like I just did not like Sword and Shield. There was nothing that like it was doing for me, And I remember we talked about it with I'm not gonna say their name, and they were like, oh, gamers are like. Pokemon fans are entitled to have the entire Pokédex, but like, I don't even know if I don't think that's reasonable. I think it's okay to expect the entire Pokédex because that's what we've been getting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's what we've been getting, and they're not giving like. There's no suitable replacement for it. It's not like we're asking for... I mean, yeah, it's a new generation, so we technically are asking for more, but it's not like it's this, like... I'm trying to think of the right word to describe it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You get what I mean.
Yes.
So like, that's an example where I did, like, no, I think the gamers are right to be upset. But it, like with like, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to know when the game comes out, and you need to not delay it. That's bullshit.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't throw off a game until I've tried it for myself, and I have ways of trying out games without having to pay for them. Thank fucking Lord. And it's not through piracy. No, I got family members and shit. Or I'll bite the bullet and buy a game myself, like I bought Fallout 76, and you know what? For what it was, I enjoyed it. Not the fucking best, but from my experience, I didn't have any of the glitches. I got lucky. I was one of the lucky ones, I guess.
Fair enough. 76 was an absolute PR nightmare, though.
No, but let me explain something. You know what the fucking dumbest one of those was?
What?
The fucking bullshit with the moldy helmet. Like, how the fuck are they supposed to know that the helmet had mold growing in it? They were complaining they had to do a recall on it. I'm like, okay, you want the fucking moldy helmet? You know what I mean? Like, oh, this shouldn't happen. I'm like, shit fucking happens. This happens all the time with companies. They have to recall a product because something didn't work or there was like a miss thing. It happens at my job too. We gotta take a bunch of shit off the shelf. And people are treating this like it's a, like, oh, all because, like, you know, oh, 76 is bad, in their quotes, and Bethesda's a punching bag? You get what I mean, right? It comes...
I do. But the helmets were like... It wasn't just... Don't get me wrong.
I understand like, the Nuka-Cola Dark, but when you're when somebody's complaining about a Nuka-Cola recipe in a Bethesda cookbook not having passion fruit as a ingredient, I think that there's a bit of a problem there.
I don't even think. First of all, I don't agree. Actually, I don't agree with that. If people are pun intended now, passionate enough to know that Nuka-Cola has passion fruit in it, you shouldn't be just telling them to go fuck themselves. That's like one of the biggest things, like the Monster Hunter movie, right?
But it's not like the thing is, I'm with you on, like, you know, the movie should, like, something like a Monster Hunter movie should be more representative of the series, because that's what happened with Resident Evil, and look at what happened. We actually got movies that are part of the series canon, but nobody pays attention to them in favor of, like, the shitty ones, because those are the most, like, you know, known and shown off, you know what I mean?
Right. But, like, I don't know how big you are into Monster Hunter, but do you know, like, what a lot of the outrage about the movie was?
Yeah, it's about, like, the monsters are, like, evil and shit, and they're opening portals into Earth.
It's actually, no. The outrage was that the monsters just weren't like... You guys have played of Monster Hunter to know what a Diablos is, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to know if this is pop quiz again. Do Diablos have claws?
That I can't remember off the top of my head, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fair enough. Ziggs, do you have an answer?
No, I don't. I've actually never played any of the Monster Hunter games.
Pick up Rise, I'll play with both of you. Anyway, to answer your question, no. A Diablos does not. So Diablos are this big, like, sand, like, not sand, like, imagine like a bipedal wyvern with, like, big bull horns, like,
yeah,
boorishly big.
I know it has the horns.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. It doesn't have the claws, right? Because it's like one of the sand ones.
It doesn't have claws because it's a herbivore.
Yeah. It's just fucking, like, you know.
It's extremely territorial.
Yeah.
But in the movie, they gave it claws, and Monster Hunter fans were pissed. Because why would a herbivore need claws? You know?
Yeah. Unless it was like...
But, like, even, like... No,
I'm not even trying to, like, defend it. I'm just saying, like, unless it was, like, I don't know. Maybe maybe it's like...
Don't know what herbivore... Like, is there a herbivore in our world that actually has a claw?
Well, technically, like, squirrels kind of also, squirrels kind of have claws. I believe sugar gliders are too, but I don't know if sugar gliders are herbivores. Like, mainly...
A sloth is a herbivore and it has claws.
Yeah, but it's used for a sloth.
Oh,
well, pandas are bears.
Pandas are omnivores, actually. They just prefer... like, they can't eat meat. They just, like, don't normally want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All bears are omnivores.
Yeah.
Or, no, are koalas? No. Koalas aren't even bears, they're marsupials. Walls have claws.
Well, rarely that, but like normally that's for climbing if they do.
Yeah. It's not for like a desert region, really.
Yeah. I feel like, did you guys ever see that one like big ass Tumblr like shit post that was like, people were having an argument. Like someone just said, "Hey, fun fact, did you know that all even numbers have an E in it?" You remember what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I find that funny.
No, someone's like, "Hey, fun fact, all even numbers have an E in it," and then people did not understand what an even number was. So people were like, but wait, they're like, I'm trying to remember. They're like, but eight is an even number, and they're like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? And they're like, it's an even number, but it has an E. And they're like, that doesn't matter. We're not pertaining to even numbers. And then someone was like, 4 doesn't have an E in it, and it's like, because 4 is even. And it's just like. And it's just like, so 30 is 30 is an even, or 30 doesn't have an E in it. Where's where's that? And it's just like, because 30 is even. And then someone was like, it's okay. Hey, 30 and 50, you get away with it because it's 30 and 50. And then people were like, no, it's because they're even. And someone was like, all right, here's all the odd numbers. 1, 3, 8, 7, 9. And someone's like, you forgot 5. And someone's just like, 0 doesn't, or 0 has an E in it, and it's like, 0 is even. And someone's just like, 2 doesn't have an E in it, and that's an odd. And I'm pretty sure that's odd. And like, it's just like, did you just try and say that 2 is an odd number? I gotta find that. Hold on.
Oh, that's amazing.
It honestly is. I'll send it to the general. Good. This is Phoenix Wright version. It's perfect.
Oh, great.
Hold on. Where is? Okay, I'll post this in general. Or yeah,
it's
general.
even.
It's great.
Iron Man.
Everyone keeps looking up. It's hilarious.
I'll definitely check. Hold on, I'll take a look at it in 1 second. Just going through this right now. But yeah, back to like, you know, the gamers and everything like that, right? Like, I'm not, like you said, I like, you know, I'm not trying to be a dick about like, you know, oh, this is like, you know, all I'm saying is, right?
Right.
I honestly think that some people go a little too far. And
of course.
Not in a good, and not in like a good way, you know what I mean? It's like someone sending death threats over shit like, whatchamacallit, like Skylanders because Spyro is in it or whatever the fuck. Like, there's reasons why I don't like being, like, a gamer, like, getting called the term gamer and everything like that, because it just does not, it's just like, it's a little disheartening, because everything that name is, everything that, like, whatchamacallit is attached to, it's, like, cursed and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not saying I'm, like, better than other people, because I have my moments of that are, like, you know, I have a stupid moment, you know what I mean? But I just don't like the term, because it's like, what did the gamers do again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Everybody in the same sort of thing is thrown under the same fucking theoretical bus.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it really shitty. Or, well, metaphorical bus, I guess is the better way of putting it.
That's how, like, generalization happens with a lot of things. It's like... It's shitty, but, like, what can you do?
Yeah. So, like... back to, like, the original thoughts on, your original question, because we kind of got a little off the topic, talking about, like, everything else. Like, I understand where people come from when it comes to stuff like, you know, the fucking Monster Hunter movie and crap like that. I had to do the same thing with Resident Evil. You know, I went through the same sort of thing with Resident Evil and everything like that, right? Fine series, everything like that, but the movies are just garbage unless you watch the CGI ones, which get everything right, because they're canon to the games. Now, the thing, alright, so back to, like, the Outer Worlds and everything like this. I went in with an open mind. I gave Obsidian another chance, right? I gave them a chance to prove their worth to me. And I was not impressed. Thoroughly not impressed. Like, where do I begin? Like, this is the hardest part, because it's like, when I started, it wasn't as bad as when, like, you know, later on where I actually got into, like, the main game itself, and I was just kind of, like, you know, questing around and doing stuff, right?
Right.
Because the intro's the intro. Like, you can't really get, like, a full, like, whatchamacallit out of that, you know what I mean? It's all whatchamacallit. So, basically, my experience was slowly, like, going downwards from the, whatchamacallit, from, like, the first area. Like, as soon as I got to this quest where it's like, oh wow, I got the coral in one go, cool.
Nice. Oh, fuck you.
As soon as I got to, like, this one, I basically was doing, so somehow I managed to somewhat, I don't min-max in RPGs, right? I just know what character builds I tend to go with. So, like, knowing Obsidian, the speech skill is busted. So, you know, I was going with speech, I was going with, like, you know, I actually had a decently well-rounded character, right? And I said, like, alright, I'm not really gonna put many points into shooting because, like, it's a fucking shooter, right? You're just gonna have to point and shoot and there you go. And the combat basically was structured like this. Look at your equipment, look at the new equipment that you picked up. Whatever has the highest number, just equip that. It has the Borderlands 2 level of, like, wow, this is like, you know, just use the higher number item and you're fine, you know what I mean, to get through the story and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all it is, that's all the RPG is just a story. So, I did die even while doing that, but that was because the damage is dice rolled. And I'm like, you're still dice rolling with a fucking gun. We're not doing math here with, like, you know, oh, this armor's like this thing, this gun does X damage. We're not, like, doing, like, subtraction or whatever the fuck, right? We're having a fucking full-on dice roll for how much damage is done here. I mean, I'm shooting this guy full auto. So we were shooting each other full auto. Because, you know, it's getting shootouts and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm killed in one point, like, even though I was the first guy to, like, start gunning this guy with, like, a heavy machine gun. And I'm like, okay, so combat is dice roll. So I made sure one of my level ups, I put some things into guns and I was doing decently okay, right? But here's the thing, I kept solving everything, like, in my first shot. Like, you unlocked the door, like, you hacked the door. You took out the robot with the plasma gun or whatever the fuck, right? I blew up the robot with the plasma gun. Like, oh, you opened the safe or whatever, and I did what I do in New Vegas. I basically robbed everybody of their, like, material goods because I could, and no one stops me if you know what to. No one stops you if you're sneaking around, and karma, I just don't give a fuck. Because there's no bad penalty. There's no penalties that happen if you have, like, good or bad karma anymore. when it comes to Obsidian, because Fallout 3 knew how to do that shit. So, basically, my experience was, like, so, don't fight the giant monsters outside the city, because, like, they're just gonna kill you, because they're, like, have a shit ton of damage, no matter what gun you use. Just, like, fight all the enemies in the story areas. And I literally got every optimal choice in the quests. Like that. Like, I even got, like, the 2 people to side together almost immediately. And I'm like, wow. And I didn't even get a companion. And little did I know that, like, your companions are, like, your crew members on your ship. It's not like, oh, you get, like, separate crew members or anything like that. And I'm like, oh, no wonder why my ship feels so big and empty. I didn't get my companion at the start of the game. Because I didn't really care to get them. I didn't know where to get them. I just did the quests and everything like that. I did it alone. So I'm just like, I get to the second planet, and it's like, oh, do you want to pay the premium price to, like, land at the planet's, like, town, or do you want to, like, land for free in the middle of nowhere and fight monsters on your way to the town? I land for free. And I'm like, did you really have to land in the most dangerous section of the planet? In order to, like, you couldn't land in, like, the field of ever-hopping bunnies or something like that. You have to land in the middle of, like, Death Dragon Lane, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, fair enough.
It felt contrived, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things felt contrived. Like, there's a freaking, you know, like, off to the east, there's a giant, like, rock pillar that would be, like, a perfect landing spot. It's not near any enemies. There's a rock ramp down. Like, perfect place to, like, you know, sit. But no, you gotta land in, like, Dragon Ridge. And I'm completely making it because I don't remember anything about the second planet. I was like, yo, when does the magic begin? And I'm just like, I just couldn't get it. I could not feel this game. I tried everything. I played my optimal character with the guns and everything like that, and I'm just like, this is just dull. Very dull. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's just like, the corporations in the game are bad, right? They're the villains, obviously. And then I looked up, like, you know, people talking about the game, and all I ever heard, and I see, like, people liked it, and then they just stopped liking it. And, like, the story is too, like, one-sided, I guess is the best way to put it.
It's like either clearly bad or clearly good.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the one side is obviously the good guys, the other is not, and then a lot of the optimal solutions are just getting, like, the conflicting things on the planet to work together. And that's, like, the most optimal solution. And I'm like, this is literally Fallout New Vegas again. Where there's too many optimal... Like, let me point this out, right? I wouldn't be so hard on New Vegas's choices, right? If there weren't so many that were the most, quote-unquote, optimal solutions. Like, never side with the Legion. Like, if you want the least amount of trouble, if you just want, like, to have, like, a decent time, don't side with the Legion, because that way you won't have a shit ton of people trying to gun you down everywhere you go. Like, it's not a challenge, it's literally just, like, you're playing the evil character, of course, but it's just like, man, I don't want to be bothered fighting the NCR, I might as well just side with them, and then, like, you know, I'll do the Legion ending, because, you know, whatever, I'll just do the Legion ending at the end, because that's what you could just do, apparently.
Fair enough.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I just gotta keep, like, this thing, that thing, blah, 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 blah. Boom. And then, you know, get to the ending battle, and there you go. Kill Lanius, because, you know, you always have to kill Lanius, I guess. I painted him on the... Basically, and just talk your way out of every situation that it feels like you can't talk yourself out of, and I'm trying to find the person to talk to. I know I gotta give a question. But, like, it just felt like New Vegas again. And I'm like... And you know me with New Vegas, I'm just like... It's...
Fair enough. To me, it's my personal favorite Fallout game. I just liked how the world felt in that one more.
Like, I feel like there's two... like, one of these days I wanna talk with you about, like, why I enjoy Fallout 3 over New Vegas, because I feel like I can't get that point across too much, you know what I mean?
You've explained it to me well enough. I get it. Like,
it's not to try to change your mind. I'm not trying to get you to hate
no, I
Vegas.
completely,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. You want to discuss opinions and like
Yeah.
see where I stand, see if I can maybe like share some insight on you, see if you can share some insight on me.
Because
stuff like that.
Because let me explain this. Because all I ever see in the gaming community when it comes to like this you want to talk about a bit about entitlement, is when it comes to stuff like this. Oh, the sequel of this game came out, right? It's better than the original, therefore the original bad. This game, the sequel good, which isn't how it works. You know what I'm saying? The original game is more or less the framework of how everything came to be, versus like whatchamacallit.
It's I see both sides here. I don't agree with the gamers, but I definitely like. It's more like you didn't know. Like I don't like red and blue. If I like, I don't like red, blue, and yellow. I love Pokemon, but I don't like those games.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people, and I remember I had a conversation with someone who was like, oh, if you like Pokemon, how can you not like these games? And I go, I don't know, I don't think they held up well. And they're like, but if without those games, we wouldn't have Pokemon. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there thinking, it doesn't excuse the quality of the original. So I'm kind of, I guess, in that circumstance, arguing the opposite. So
and your companions too, of course.
What people don't.
Good to see you looking so well,
the opinion of Gen 1, unless you're a Gen 1er, has gone down over the passage of time. Not because early game like sequel better, this game bad, but because people didn't. I think it's more people aren't realizing what it could have been. If that makes sense.
Now that's
so it's like,
shame.
yes, this game might be the bones instead of the framework, but it could have been more.
And fighting.
That's where I agree. That's where I agree with you. But at the same time, you can't just say a whole game is like bad because the sequel
I'm sure
is
we'll have a chance
better
for a proper chinwag next time I'm in town.
Of course. Yeah. People who are arguing that point I don't know why they're arguing. I don't know how they can argue.
I was hoping to head out to
that's
sea
just a rude point
in search
to
of
make.
more interesting topics of conversation.
Like this just
couldn't open the
has to do with
sea
Fallout.
for me, could you?
I honestly think the moral choices and stuff like that are way better in Fallout 3 than they are in New Vegas.
Can you imagine
how
angry Don Rodrigo would be
I feel like a lot of people
refused?
try to see black and white
I will
like
open them
Fallout,
right away.
like, try to
If
see
you
like,
go
oh, it's only black and white in
ship,
Fallout
you
3.
will be able to sail straight.
I feel like it's more, most of your choices are gray in 3.
You're a good man, Cervantes.
And it's black and white in New Vegas, for the most
give
part.
my regards to Don Rodrigo,
Very little snippets of gray in there, somewhat. You know what I mean?
I think it depends on the faction, but I definitely see the point.
Like I said, like there's a lot of criticism. This is why I'm sort of sick of negativity when it comes to like games and shit like this. Like, right? I am tired of hearing the same arguments over and over again, because every time I hear the same one, I'm just like, I've debunked this already. I don't have to do this again, do I? You know what I mean?
Well, I've made arguments. I had to make arguments against like things, but because the problem is for most people, you're arguing with a different person every time. Yeah. So you might have debunked it when talking about it with me, but Ziggs wasn't there during that conversation, so you have to basically start it all over again. And it's like, ugh.
Like I hate to bring this up, and I'm gonna say this right now. It's not, these people that I'm talking about. I don't even remember their usernames. Don't live rent free in my head. But every time I have a conversation about this, I have to bring this up. So there's this one YouTube channel that I really enjoy. He made like why Fallout 3 is better than you think. Right? This really nice in-depth video about this guy's like nice little showcase of why he thinks Fallout 3 is good and everything like that. Right? Why he thinks it, and it's nice. That's nice, and he points out some little hidden details. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's one of the best things about the game. I'm always finding shit new. I'm always discovering something new when I play it, or I'm always rediscovering something that I found years ago, and I'm like, holy shit, I found this again after all this time. Dude, like, there's a guy who made, like, a 4-hour video debunking a dude's opinion. That's how far some of these assholes go. And if you want to go in total, JT, the same guy made two 3-hour videos debunking his thing for Fallout 4 for some reason. Creating a grand total of 10 hours of this dude just attacking this other dude.
Question, how long was the original 3 video?
The original 3 video is like an hour and I think a half.
Okay, so how long... Okay. How long was the Fallout 4 video?
So, the Fallout 4 video is actually split up. So, the first video was an hour, and it was about why Fallout 4 is great. The second video is about why Fallout 4 has some bad things in it. And then the third video was mainly about, like, I think it was... I'm trying to remember what the third video was. It was basic... It wasn't even... his third video wasn't even, like, a half hour? Or I'm thinking of something else. It might have been his, like, retrospective on
So
bats.
roughly, it was like 4 hours long across those 4 videos.
Basically, yeah.
So this man has doubled the time.
Yeah.
You don't...
And I did not give... by the way, I did not give the fuck... I have better things to do than listen to 4 hours of some dude rant about why someone's opinion is wrong and why you should feel bad about it. So, like I said, I got better things to do. I just see this shit scrolling through my YouTube get recommended to me for some ungodly reason.
Hi, I'm someone who's taken a class in argumentation and debate and like on a college level. I'm hearing this and I just feel like, wow, this man lost the argument by talking longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like... Is it like... I was gonna say, is it political if I bring up Ben Shapiro, but like... That's what it kind of feels like, because like, this is Ben Shapiro when he tries to make an argument. Let's say hypothetically, and he goes on for like, 80 minutes, try to like come up with like a thing that just kind of like circles in on itself. It just kind of like... It's weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How the fuck...
I get you.
Yeah, like, how the fuck... Is everybody alive?
I'm still
Yeah,
alive.
yeah?
No, I'm talking
I think you meant the party.
Yeah, the party, yeah.
Do you want, since we're at the save point and it's almost that time, you want us to call it here?
Yeah. Because I gotta have, Zig's gotta bleep out your name at the beginning and everything like that.
Yes, please. Oh, God.
I will, don't worry.
But yeah, like, the thing is though, like, it's more, like I said, it's more or less about, like I said, this is why I don't see the guy. I only remember that, and I always have to bring that up, like, because people always bring up, like, oh, why do you let that just sit in their mind like that? I'm like, it doesn't sit in my mind. It's more or less like, it's just a funny tidbit that I remember seeing. And I should say, too, the guy made another video. He's doing a whole Fallout retrospective, by the way. He's adding on to his arguments, JT. He's adding on to his arguments. If I can remember, I can tell you how many hours. It was like there was like 10 hours. It was like 10 hours total for all 3 of like his original videos. And then like it's like 10 hours total for like, and then he made like so Fallout 1 retrospective, which was like some hours long. And then like, it's insanity. So, like, I don't even remember, like, this is what I mean, like, he doesn't live rent-free in my head, but I don't remember, like, because I don't remember all the fucking details, and I don't feel like researching, because I honestly don't give a fuck. It's just a funny tidbit to bring up in this sort of case, because when I talk about Fallout, this eventually comes back into the conversation, and it really is fucking funny. At least for me, you know?
No, I get you.
Yeah. But...
oh, wait,
that's how
hold
it
on.
is.
Before I forget, let me rewind a fair bit, right?
Yeah.
So remember that thing I was working on with that had a 5-page table of contents?
Yeah.
How it's all in one big Google Doc?
Yeah.
Who wants to guess the final product? Like how long the actual thing is?
300 pages.
100?
What was that? What was that, Ziggs?
At least 100.
Okay, what was that? What was that, Nick?
Probably overshooting, but 300 pages.
Do you wanna be more specific with that? I'll say this: it is in the 300s.
315.
You are so close. 320 exactly.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be done in time. I recruited a friend who was just like, I know how to make these things quick, because they're like good with Excel and Word and shit, and like it was a fucking, the table of contents doesn't end, and I don't know how. I'm scared that I'm gonna have to show these to my players, and they're gonna be like, I literally put, I promise it's not as scary as the table of contents makes it look. Because, like, the game is honestly simple. It's just that, like, they gave me a lot of options, and I wanted to write them all out. And I didn't realize how many they gave, and, like, they gave me a lot, and I'm scared. I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I did it.
Wow.
Yeah. If you want to see it, just to see, like,
I
just
can
to see the
believe it.
shit show.
I could believe it. Ugh. So, any final words?
Not really, no.
All right. All I have to say is
Be nice to the people decorating your weddings.
be nice. Just be nice in general. Be fucking nice in general. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't be a douchebag. Don't be a fucking douchebag. Don't be entitled. Just, be open-minded and do good deeds. Don't be an asshole. This has been a message brought to you by Marek1shtar. Don't be a fucking asshole. So, we gotta do. I have to. JT, before I do the ending thing, we gotta like schedule like a thing where we can just talk about Fallout for like, I don't know how many hours it needs to go on with that conversation.
Oh God.
Yeah, look. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'd like to.
You know what I want to do?
What?
Because I haven't played Fallout 3 in years. I want to do a full playthrough of 3 and New Vegas. Not side by side, but like one after another. So I could like actually be prepared for this. Because I haven't played New Vegas in years, and I haven't played 3 and even more so.
You know something, JT, I'll be honest with you. I play like 3 a lot. And I play 4 a lot more only because just, mods and shit like that, right?
Fair enough.
So
I'll say this from what I have heard, because I haven't played too much of 4. 4 is the best gameplay wise, but like
best shooting.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna give it that, right? Like it's got the best shooting, but I'm gonna say this: it's got like I cannot. It took me a long time to find a way to replay 4 and have it feel fresh, which I did recently. And it's starting to not feel fresh now that I'm at like the mid game. It's really starting to get old quick, even with mods. So that's the problem I have with the game. Now, like we could do a big discussion about this. I want to do a big Fallout discussion with you because I know that you have some interesting insights and everything like that. And that's where sort of deal is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
before we do that, I do want to play through the games again, so my opinions are like actually backed up.
Yeah, that's fair. Cause I always play Fallout. I always play Fallout 3. I'm gonna say this though. JT, I have for the most part, I have a good memory when it comes to like games, right? So I'm probably not gonna do for New Vegas because I'm already doing a playthrough of Fallout 3 somewhat for my own sake, because why the fuck not? I always play that game. So I'll play. I can't trust the PC version because it crashes a lot, and there's a shit ton of mods that kind of like double ruin the game. I'll need like a fresh chance to play through like Fallout.
Vegas?
Yeah. So I'll try to do what I can with that, so that I'll be a bit of a whatchamacallit.
So you'll have you'll have like a fresh opinion.
Yeah,
But so you're not like going in like years blind.
Yeah, it's not like years blind because I've played through it recently. It's just that it's like I needed the mods to actually play New Vegas. Because I just don't like playing that game a lot, to be completely fair with you. I think it's a very dull experience.
Fair enough, but either way, I believe you have something you need to say so we can finally wrap this up.
Yes. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, as always, be yourselves and remember, mega like a high, mega hidey ho, mo make a chai, make a mo, make a hey, pickle barrel kumquat, chimichurri That's a secret word of the day. Alright, guys, I'll catch you all later. Marek out. See you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.